All right, it should be time. Yep.
Shalawam, shalawam.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. And we want to say Kwam YASHARAHLA. Another beautiful Shabbat service. Introduce yourself, Cap.
All praise to the Most High. Yahweh Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahushai. It's a beautiful, beautiful Shabbat. Once again, all praise to the Most High for giving us another one. Call all, call all.
Khan. All right, so Yasharahla, we went into it last week. You know, we was doing on the Torah portion on the Shabbat service. We was doing 10 to 13, and we were supposed to stop at 17, but we kept going, right? Because the spirit was just heavy. So this week we're gonna start back at chapter 13, the book of Exodus, chapter 13,
It's lucky.
and verse number 17. Right?
That's right, that's right.
Let me share this right quick and like it. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Right? You can even hit the dislike button. But everything works for the glory of the Most High, Yahweh Shah. Right? The Most High and Yahweh Shah. All right.
That's right, that's right. Khan. Yeah, man, it's a lot of things going on. We got to keep them together in these last days, man. Get this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Build us up right in spirit so we'll be able to withstand the things that's coming to pass, man. You know what I'm saying?
Get that. The wiles of the devil. Get that. The wiles of the devil. I'm glad you said that because it's hey man, it's getting real right now, and the prophecies is not slacking up. They're only going faster and further. In the month of January alone, it was 56 mass shootings. You know, and it's not stopping, man. It's continuing on going, man. They had another one yesterday with I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday in California. It was a gang shooting, right? And they even killed the baby out there, man. So we got to understand that thing, man. It's not stopping, man. This thing is only getting worse. They said it's so bad that they trying to come up with a law that people that have domestic violence can't even carry a firearm. Even if you go do everything right to be able to purchase a firearm and you got a DV, I got a DV, and you got a DV, you know, you can't even protect yourself, man. Even if you did everything right, back into society, everything's good. But we need to make sure that we in the spirit, man, so that way we could withstand the wiles of the devil, man. Right?
That's right, that's right. This is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 11 through 13. Put on the whole armor of God that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Bring it out. Hey, man,
verse 13,
I'm telling you. It's real right now, man. And we can see all that we just read up in 12. You know, that hey, man, the powers and principalities and the wickedness of this world is so-called Esau, man. The real name of the white man, which is Esau, man. That's the darkness and the wickedness of this world, man. And they do rituals daily to make sure that they stay on top, man.
That's right. That's right. Verse 13. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand.
What that means? Faith, practicing patience, fasting, right? Making sure you don't get frustrated every time something pop up in your life. Not cursing out your wife and your kids every time they do something crazy. You know, knowing how to be temperate in this thing, right? And be humble. Because in that day, it's going to come to a time where you ain't going to have nothing but what you've been practicing. So what have you been practicing? You know, how to not eat for 6 days? Because it's going to come a time where we ain't going to have no food and we're going to be living off of rainwater, if that, right? So you're going to need these spiritual talents, these spiritual gifts, so that way you're able to withstand the wiles of the devil in this day to come, man. If you
That's
got
right.
something,
That's
go
right.
ahead.
No, I don't got nothing on that, but yeah, that's right. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you spiritually built up in this thing, man, to withstand these events, because the scriptures say, man, the heart of men shall fail them for what they shall see, man. You guys ain't gonna be spiritually built up enough. People are gonna be shitting on themselves, having heart attacks, throwing up, peeing in their pants, man, because they're not going to really understand what's really going to be taking place in this world, man. You know, destruction, chaos, famine, people against people, race wars, and all kinds of madness, man. Ain't nobody going to withstand it because they're not spiritually building themselves up for that day, man. Right? Come on. That's right, man. So this is why we got to come together in these last days and find out what's really going on, man. We trying to teach y'all. We trying to show y'all what the Most High has bestowed upon us to gain this understanding of these times, man. We living in the last days. Hey, if Christ said that in His time was the last days, man, we must be in the last hours, maybe even minutes, man. All right, you on mute? You on mute?
The brother said it, man. The brother said it, man. You know what I mean? There's no way to get around that there.
That's
You know what
right.
I
That's
mean?
right.
So I want to get one more precept, right, before we start. And
Bring
this
it
is the
out.
book. This is the book of Second Peter, right? Chapter 3 and verse 8. But beloved, be ye not ignorant of one thing, that one day is what Salaki is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is
Mm.
long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. So that that's the mission statement, man. That's the mission statement. You think the Lord forgot, man? It only been since Christ passed, it only been a little bit over a day, man. I mean, a little bit over 2 days, man, to the Most High. He ain't forget nothing, man. That shit like yesterday to him. Salakia. You feel what I'm saying? Like how we remember what our damn kid or what our damn wife or our brother did to us yesterday or 2 days ago. That's how it is for the Most High. What happened to us in slavery? That man, that happened at 4 o'clock yesterday, right?
That's right. That's right. That's right. You know, and I just want to bring out one more precept too as well, right? This is
That's the spirit.
Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 6. And it reads, Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call
Bring it
ye
out.
upon him while he is near.
Mm,
Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him and to our God, for he will abundantly pardon. Hey, man, this is your chance to get right with the Most High in these last days, man. You got to seek him early while he may still be found. Because, hey, in that day, you're going to be running to and fro. You ain't going to know what's going on, right? You're going to be saying, hey, where's the Most High, man? I need you. Hey, man, what did Christ say? They're going to say, Lord, Lord, in that day. Hey, I never knew you, man. That's the most scariest
mm-hmm.
thing you could ever hear, you know? So, yeah, you got to seek the Most High in these last days while he still may be found. And he's showing you that he can be found through us because we giving you that truth out there, man. Right?
Con, one more point. No precept, but one more point. Like you
Uh,
said, there's only two ways that this thing could go down. It says, "Well done, my good and faithful servant," or he said, "Get away from me, you workers that work iniquity." Right.
mm,
So there's only two ways, man. What are you doing? Which way do you choose? Right. Get your spirit in order,
right.
man. Let's get into this Exodus. Right. I got some good precepts, man. Good milk, good wine, and good meat in this lesson right here, man. All praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
El YASHARAHLA. Shalawam, Aki, and Shabbat Shalom, Aki. See you in the chat. See you in the chat. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, my brother. We understand, man. We all
All
we
praise.
got. All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Sharing that screen now. Let's go. Let's go. All right. We in Exodus 13 today, y'all. Let's get it. Ready up?
Yeah, Khan.
All right, come, come,
Khan.
come. So this is the book of Exodus, chapter 13 and verse 1. And Yahweh spake unto
17.
Moses.
17.
Oh, Salaki, I got you. Verse 17. Exodus 13 and 17. And it came to pass, when Pharaoh had let the people go, that the Most High led them not through the way of the land of the Philistines,
Hold on.
although that.
Hold on. So we could have, instead of, so this a cut to them people that say, oh, well, they went through the Red Sea, so they probably could have used a ship to get over there again, right? No, they could have walked to where they was headed to. The Most High led them through the Red Sea so he could kill Pharaoh and his army, right? That's the only reason why they went through the Red Sea. And also because of this right here, because if they'd have went through, right? Read on.
God. That the Most High led them not through the way of the land of the Philistines, although that was near.
It was
For
nearer
Yahweh,
to go through the land of the Philistines.
God. For Yahweh said, lest peradventure the people repent when they see war, and they return to Egypt.
Repent meaning turn back, right? That's what repent means, turn back. So unless they repent and turn back to go to Egypt, right? Read on.
But God led the people about through the way of the wilderness of the Red Sea, and the children of Israel went up harnessed out of the land of Egypt.
What harness mean?
All of that, they was all buckled up with their armor on and all that stuff, just in case they had to go to battle with anybody out there, man. They had to make
Like
sure they was ready for that thing.
Salakia,
They could strap up a horse.
like you said the last time, when they had to pick up the kneading troughs and just get out of there. That was part of being harnessed. Grabbed everything. Let's go.
19. And Moses took the bones of Joseph with him, for he had straitly sworn the children of Israel, saying, Yahweh will surely visit you, and ye shall carry up my bones away hence with you.
Let's get that one more time. Even though we got it last week, let's get that one more time. Genesis 50 and 25.
Got you.
This the account that Moses talking about right now. Right? Joseph was that zealous. He was like, hey, look, man, don't forget about my body, man. When I raise up, I want to raise up in the land, man. Don't forget about my body, man. Bring me with you.
For real. This is Genesis chapter 50 and verse 25. And Joseph took an oath of the children of Israel, saying, Yahweh will surely visit you, and ye shall carry up my bones from hence.
Let's go back to Exodus. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High, man. See, Joseph was like, hey, man, you ain't going to leave me back here in this wretched ass land. I might have did good works. Hey, man, I had to remind myself, Salakia, little off branch. I had to remind myself yesterday while I was at work that, oh, yeah, man, Joseph was in captivity and he worked his ass off for the Pharaoh, and that's how he became great. Because I've been getting real lackadaisical when it came to laboring at the plantation, and I just been going through the motions. And I was like, you know what? I can do better. Joseph did better. You know what I mean? It ended up working out good for the children of Israel. I could do the same thing. Right?
Reading on. All right. Verse 20. And they took their journey from Succoth and encamped in Etham, in the edge of the wilderness. And the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light to go by day and night. He took not away the pillar of the cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night from before the people.
So they always had they had guidance the whole time, spiritually and physically that they could look at, but spiritually too, man. Moses was a hell of a guy, man. right? Through Hamashiach Yahushua.
That's right. That's right. Exodus 14.
Oh, all that we have read is what we do in here.
All that what we have read is what we do and we're here.
I think it's called Asherah, the Bar Yahweh, with Nashama. All that we have said is what we do in here. I believe that's how it go. But we're gonna say, all that we have read is what we do in here till I get it correct.
We're gonna get that thing down pat, man. Most High willing. All praises. All praises.
Con.
All right. Exodus 14 and verse 1. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel that they turn and encamp before Pihahiroth, between Migdol and the sea, over against Baal-zephon. Before it ye shall encamp by the sea. For Pharaoh will say of the children of Israel, they are entangled in the land. The wilderness hath shut them in. Verse 4. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart, that he shall follow after them. And I will be honored upon Pharaoh and upon all his hosts, that the Egyptians may know that I am Yahweh. And they did so.
So they tried to enclose around them in the wilderness because they knew they was hiding. They was buried in the middle of the wilderness. You know what I mean? So they tried to circle around them, right? Get them while they was in the woods per se.
Verse 5. And it was told the king of Egypt that the people fled. And the heart of Pharaoh and of his servants was turned against the people. And they said, Why have we done this, that we have let Israel go from serving us? And he made ready his chariot and took his people with him. And he took 600 chosen chariots and all the chariots of Egypt and captains over every one of them. Hey, man, that's 600 captains, man. Yeah. And Yahweh hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and he pursued after the children of Israel, and the children of Israel went out with an high hand. But the Egyptians pursued after them, all the horses and chariots of Pharaoh, and his horsemen and his army, and overtook them encamping by the sea, beside Ahaharoth, before Baal-zephon. Verse 10. And when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians marched after them, and they were sore afraid. And the children of Israel cried out unto Yahweh. Hey, man, they was coming closer and closer, man. You know what I'm saying? They was seeking the Most High.
And this is Salakia. Say that again.
Said it was seeking the Most High to deliver them from that, man. It was crying out to the Most High.
And this is one time, that they did the right thing, man. After this, they did the wrong thing a lot of times, bro. And that was because it was still on their mind how the Most High brought them out. But after a while, they started forgetting the miracles that the Most High had did for them. So they easily started going off all the time, man. And that's one thing about us too. If we don't stay in these scriptures, bro, we Israel. If we don't stay in this right here, bro, we go off. You understand what I'm saying? Little bit by little bit until we all the way out there, man. So make sure y'all watch our spirit with these living words from the scriptures, man. Because when we don't read, we start going off, man, day by day.
That's right, man. That's why the Most High said, Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I'm good. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's why the Most High says, man, hey, don't not only just keep my law, statutes, commandments, man. You got to understand my testimony and my judgments, man. what I have done for you, and what I will do, man. You got to put that in your remembrance, man. That will keep
Con,
you in the fear of the Most High, and with the fear of the Most High is beginning with knowledge and wisdom, man. You know,
con.
get these commandments down, understand the testimonies, understand the judgments. You know,
And make sure y'all brothers, because this is a problem that I had. Make sure y'all brothers don't let no man, I don't care how much you like him, how much you cool with him, that he's your head or whatever like that. Your head is a Mashiach Yahushua. Don't let no man douse your fire, man. When you on fire, keep going, right? Ask questions. If you off and a brother tell you off, hey man, if he don't tell you correctly, go get counsel from somebody else. Hey, was this off? Because a lot of times, man, we get stricken, by the wrong person, and then now we going off all the time. So make sure you watch who you got over you, and ask questions to other brothers that seem like they got some sense and know how to talk to people.
that's right, that's right. Con, reading on, reading on. Verse 11. And they said unto Moses, because there were no graves in Egypt, hast thou taken us away to die in the wilderness?
Con,
Wherefore hast thou dealt thus with us, to
con.
carry
So
us forth
hold on.
out of Egypt?
Yeah, con. So hold on. Let's go get a precept, man, because this is their faith instantly started waxing cold. Right? So let's get a scripture on faith, man. Right? Book of Matthew, chapter 8 and verse 5. And we're gonna read down to 13.
Con. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 8 and verse 5. And when Yahweh was entered into Capernaum, there came unto him a centurion, beseeching him, and saying, Lord, my servant lieth at home sick of the palsy, grievously tormented. And
Okay,
Yahweh said, Flocky, go ahead.
Con, this dude from Capernaum, this is an Israelite, right? This is an Israelite, man. Don't think that it's some like weird dude, and Yahushua just healed his servant. A Gentile servant not about to get healed like that. You feel what I'm saying? It happened like I think twice in the scripture, but that don't really happen. And that lady called herself a dog, so she knew that she was humble. You know what I mean? Let's keep
That's
reading.
right. God. Verse 8. Salaki, and Yahweh said unto him, I will come and heal him. The centurion answered and said, Lord, I am not worthy that thou shouldest come under my roof, but speak the word only, and my servant shall be healed.
Khan, this is the amount of faith that we have to have, man. That when we call on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, hey, it's done. You know what I mean? When I give the word to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, it's finished. I'm not worried about that no more because I know they got it and they're going to handle it, right? Same faith that we need to have. The same faith that them brothers should have kept when up in verse 10 in Exodus 14, it said, and the children of Israel cried out unto Yahweh. They should have left it there. You feel what I'm saying? But no, now
God,
they after they cried out to Yahweh, they want to come complain to Moses, right? Keep your faith, man. Read on.
God. Verse 9. For I am a man under authority, having soldiers under me. And I say to this man, go, and he goeth, and to another, come, and he cometh. Hey, he gives orders out, man. He's a man of authority, right? And to my servant, do this, and he doeth it. When Yahushua heard it, he marveled and said to them that followed, verily I say unto you, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel.
He said not in Israel because he was walking, he was teaching people in the synagogues. He was teaching people, Pharisees, and he didn't even see that much faith with people that was actually in the scriptures. This is a Israelite Gentile, right? That's falling under the rule of the people in Capernaum, So now he like, hey man, I haven't even seen it in people that really be studying the scriptures, right? Hey, excuse my son in the background.
Con. It's the walk, it's the walk. Con. Verse 11. And I say unto you, that many shall come from the east and west, and shall sit down with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the kingdom of the Shemaim. But the children of the kingdom shall be cast out into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Read on.
Con to 13.
God. And Yahweh said unto the centurion, go thy way, and as thou hast believed,
As
so
thou
be it
what?
done as thou hast believed.
So this man
So be it,
believed
so be it done unto thee. And his servant was healed in the self same hour.
immediately, right? Let's go back to Exodus. Hey man, that's a powerful point of faith, man. And that's the type of faith you have to have. Like he said, if a man say unto this mountain, rise up and go and get cast into the sea, and don't doubt, it's gonna happen, right? Meaning what? If you say Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, right, cast down these Edomites and totally utter them, it's gonna happen, right?
Uh, that's right. All right, this Exodus 14 and verse 12.
Con.
Is not this word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, Slaki, is this the word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians?
Con.
For it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness.
Quick precept. Jeremiah 2 and 14.
God. Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he so spoiled?
Con. Con. That's the question, man. That's the question. Why? Because they wanted to go back to serve just so they can have food and water, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we got to ask ourselves today the same thing, man. Because most people, they're worried about their job more than they worried about the Most High, right? Let's go back.
Shalawam to the viewers up in here. I see y'all piling up. All praise to the Most High.
All praises, man. Shalawam. Go ahead and put a strong shalom in the chat, like the video, so we could address you as your name. It's always good to salute, the saints.
Con. All right. Where we at? 14?
We at
12.
13.
13 now. Con. Exodus 14 and 13. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still and see the salvation of Yahweh, which he will show you today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more forever.
Read that again.
Ye shall see them again no more forever.
So what that mean, man? We wasn't gonna go into that same Egypt, man. Right? That's saying that we wasn't ever gonna go into that same Egyptian under those same Egyptians, right? Ever again, man. So that's why this is a spiritual Egypt that we was going to go to on slave ships, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's
Let's
right.
get this quick precept. Read verse 14 and let's get this quick precept. Read verse
Verse 14.
14. Con.
Yahweh shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace.
And ye shall what?
Hold your peace.
So you got to hold your peace around this thing, man. You're going to have people come up to you. Let's go to Matthew chapter 17, verse 20. You're going to have people come up to you, and you need to learn how to hold your peace, man. Right? A lot of times brothers just want to get at them and get at them and get at them, man. Sometimes the spirit, a spirit to hop on you to where you actually go at them. It happened to me, when I first was joining KOY. you know, this brother, man, was vexing my nerve, man. And I was trying to be at peace with the brother, but he just kept going, man. And then I had to worry about the brothers on the line, and it was, hey, man, it was a lot. Bro, hey, now we doing good in the spirit. You feel what I'm saying? But my first time coming in, man, stuff was everywhere, man. So now we doing good in the spirit. So I'll be able to, I'm able to manage my spirit a lot better. Plus, fasting every week. Fasting every week has been helping me immensely. Right? Let's read verse 20.
God. This is Matthew chapter 17 and verse 20. And Yahushua said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and
Mm-hmm.
nothing shall be impossible unto you.
Read on.
God, 21. Howbeit this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting.
That's it, man. So when your belief is hindered, man, and when you doubting, hey, don't eat, don't drink, man. See how much more faith you'll get. And if you don't get faith, the Most High might not be working with you with that fast. You might have to fast again, right? Let's go back to Exodus. And if you got a point, make a point, huh?
Nah, I don't got a point right now.
All right, Khan.
God. Let's get it. Let's get it.
And this, hold
Salakia.
on, Salakia, before you read, and this is where it gets real, right? To where Moses, he had that faith, right? He had that faith to move mountains, man. And this is what the Most High told him to do, man. Verse 15.
God, verse 15. And Yahweh said unto Moses, wherefore criest thou unto me?
Hold on, man. Why you crying to me, man? Right? The Most High is sick of hearing Moses' voice, man. He's like, hey, you're supposed to get this. You're supposed to have this done by now, man.
God,
You
right.
understand? Why you keep on talking to me, man? You got faith, man. Hey, come up with a miracle and I'm gonna make it happen, man. Stop coming talk to me. You know what I mean? But the Most High loved it though, because like he loved Moses so much, man. That's why he gave him Aaron. Because he was like, man, I can't really speak like that. Well, I'm gonna give you Aaron, and now you don't have no excuse. You over Aaron. Right? Read on.
Wherefore criest thou unto me? Speak unto the children of Israel that they go forward. Like, go talk to them,
God,
man.
go talk. Go talk to them, man. I'm sick of you, man. Keep on talking to me, man.
God. But lift thou up thy rod and stretch out thine hand over the sea and divide it. And the children of Israel shall go on dry ground through the midst of the sea.
Did this really happen, or is this symbolic? Did he really split the Red Sea?
Yeah, he did.
Hell yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
did, man. Don't let
Mm-hmm.
nobody come to you lying talking about this is
He did.
symbolic. Go ahead.
Yeah, he did do that, man. Like,
He
man,
he did that, man. They still got chariots and stuff in the bottom of the ocean right now, man, for a living testimony. Right? Just like
that's right. That's right.
the 12 stones that they put in the midst of that I think it was a stream or a river. They put 12 stones, to symbolize the 12 tribes, and them stones are there today. Just like the pillar of salt that Lot wife ended up turning into is still there for a memorial, man. These things happen, right? Sodom and Gomorrah still have high levels of radiation within the earth, man.
God, I got a precept on that real quick. Bring it up.
I knew something would come to you eventually. Khan, bring it out, all right?
I got you right now, Salakia. Wisdom of
Yeah,
Solomon,
but
chapter 10.
yeah, man. But these testimonies, like the brother was going into earlier, is what we need to remember, man. Because a lot of times we forget these testimonies, and that will make us, that's what make us lose faith, man.
God. All right. This is the precept. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 10, and verse 5. Moreover, the nations to their wicked conspiracy being confounded, she found out the righteous and preserved him blameless unto Yahweh and kept him strong against his tender compassion toward his son.
Con,
Right? That's Abraham to Isaac. When the
con.
ungodly perished, she delivered the righteous man who fled from the fire which fell down upon the 5 cities. Right? Sodom and Gomorrah and the 5 cities of the plain, man. Of those wickedness, even to this day, the wasteland that smoketh is a testimony. Hey, man, they can go to Sodom and Gomorrah today, man. They picking up sulfur rocks. It's like they standing inside of a giant ashtray,
I'm
you
telling
know?
you.
And plants bearing fruit that never come to ripeness.
Mm.
And a standing pillar of salt is a monument of an unbelieving soul. Hey, man, they got Lot's wife still over there, man.
Hey,
You know?
make sure y'all write down that precept, man.
Con, that's Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 10, verse 5 and on down. Gives you the
Yeah, con,
testimonies of the magnificent works of the Most High, man.
con. Hey, and I want to Salakia, I want to salute the I don't know if it's a brother or sister, but it's Elisha. I think that's a
Yeah,
sister.
no, that's Elder Elisha.
Oh, that's an Elder Elisha. I want to salute Elder Elisha, right?
Oh,
And
praise.
Hebrew Israelites in the chat, man. Shalawam.
Shalawam, shalawam.
All right, back
Right.
at it.
All right, let's get it.
Verse 17.
Verse 17. And I, behold, I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians, and they shall follow them. And I will get me honor upon Pharaoh and upon all his hosts, upon his
Mm-hmm.
chariot and upon his horsemen.
Proverbs 21 and 1.
You said
Right? It's
Proverbs?
good. Yeah, Proverbs 21 and 1. Hey man, it's good to have these precepts because they give you a better understanding on how we need to operate, right? With faith, with belief, with endurance, right? Long suffering, right? And also always calling on the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, no matter what circumstance we in, man. Because who's gonna deliver us?
The Most High Yahweh, man.
That's it.
Ba'ashem Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua, right? Read verse 1.
Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh,
So
as the rivers
the king of Egypt, right? His hand is in he's in Yahweh's hand, man. He the one that's moving these kings how they moving, right? He the one that's getting Putin ready to do what he need to do. Where he walking around with the football 24/7, right? He the one that's doing all these things. Got China sending a dang spy balloon today, right? Trying to figure out what place they exactly want to nuke, man. Right? So make sure y'all repenting daily, man, and asking for forgiveness and mercy because hey, it's about to go down. Read on.
As the rivers of water. Slaki, the king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will.
Hey, right?
Come, man. And you know that's a testimony too, man. That's what happened with Cyrus, man. He put it in his heart to let us go, man. He could have put it in his heart to keep us there for some time, you know. The Most High is the one who control these kings and have them doing what they're doing. Why? Because it's all in the spirit and power and the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man.
Kwam YASHARAHLA.
That's right. Go back.
Yep.
Let's go. Hey, real quick. Look at verse 2. Every way of man is right in his own eyes, but Yahweh pondereth the hearts. Hey, man, these kings think they know what they doing. They think they got everything under their control and their power, man. Hey, man, the Most High is the ultimate judge, man. He's the ultimate plan maker, man. Y'all in his bosom. Y'all are on his time, man. You know. Let's go back.
Right. That's right. So even your little steps, he pondereth. You know what I mean? Every move you make, right or left, he pondering it. He make that thing happen. Right.
That's right.
Read on, verse 18.
Verse 18. And the Egyptians shall know that I am Yahweh when I have gotten me honor upon Pharaoh, upon his chariots, and upon his horsemen. And the angel of God, which went before the camp of Israel, removed and went behind them. And the pillar of the cloud went from before their face and stood behind them. And it came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of YASHARAHLA. And it was a cloud of darkness to them, but it gave light by night to these. Hey man, that cloud that the children of Israel were following, man, it was always going to be a light to them, man. But the Egyptians seen that cloud, it was like it was engulfed in darkness, man. They couldn't see nothing, man. You know, so that the one came not near to the other all night. The Most High made sure he put that cloud there, and so the Egyptians couldn't see which way they was gonna go or travel towards the children of Israel. Man, he made them stop right there. Hold on, we gotta camp here. You know, we don't know which way to go. We're gonna make sure we're gonna wait till this cloud cleared, then we're gonna keep heading on with our chariots and horsemen. All right. Verse 21. And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and Yahweh caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night. Hey man, this ain't the movies, man. This ain't the movies damn Esau be putting out there, where Moses just and the thing just happens all like that. Nah, man, he was blowing the wind all night to make sure that thing was heaping up them walls of water, man.
Kind of like as you see the waves that's on the seashore, you know, that's how it was trying to separate the waves in the middle of the Red Sea. You know, it wasn't just immediate, man. It was all night. You know what I mean? Trying to get that water to go ahead and separate. But guess what? When it was ready to drop, it dropped. Right?
That's right.
All praises.
Through the precept, 2 Peter 2:6, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly. Hey man, that's right. You know, he make an example out of these Egyptians, man. You know why? Because so that way he said Pharaoh can honor me, man. Right? Go ahead, Let me let my cat outside real quick, bro.
Yep. That's why, you know, these things happen, man. So that way later on we're able to come in and read these accounts and be like, you know what? I'm not gonna be a sodomite. You know, I'm not gonna do this. You know, and I'm not gonna do that, man. And that's why we have other accounts like in Matthew when he said, hey, look, anybody put his hand to the plow and look back is not fit for the kingdom of heaven, man. You can't make it into the kingdom if you're gonna be looking back at what you had and what you have in this world, man. Right? So these testimonies is used for an example that way later on we could use them. Hey, you know, the Lord got us out of the Egyptians' hand through the Red Sea, like I say in First Maccabees, right, chapter 4 and verse 9, and up in Salakia, Joshua chapter 2 and verse 5, I believe, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Let's go.
Hey, hold on. Before you start, man, let me get that just to make sure.
Okay,
Let me get that, man. Because brothers put it on my spirit that you can't just be saying something and you ain't got the facts, right? So I was right. It was First Maccabees chapter 4 and 9, and there's Joshua, right, chapter 2 and 10, not 2 and 5, it's 2 and 10. Right? All praise to the Most High. That's accounts.
All praise.
That's accounts of us using the Red Sea to persuade one another.
That's right. Verse 21. And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and Yahweh caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided. And the children of Israel went into the midst of the sea upon the dry ground, and the waters were a wall unto them on their right hand and on their left. And the Egyptians,
so for the water to be like that, he had to run that east wind all night long. That's 12. That's damn 12 hours, man. He had to run that wind, right? Read on, Salakia.
Con. Verse 23. And the Egyptians pursued and went in after them to the midst of the sea, even all Pharaoh's horses, his chariots, and his horsemen. And hey, they went in that thing too, man. Let's say, hey, we gonna still chase y'all, no matter how magnificent this thing is looking with the wall on the left, the wall on the right. Hey, man, they's not paying attention to that. They only goes to bring the children of Israel back, man.
Hey, Salakia, and that's what happens when you got a high head, man. You don't fast and you don't pray, to be humble and patient, and you deal with frustration a lot, man. Is you get high headed and you don't think, and now like me, you get stabbed up full time. You get jumped, right? Because you just thinking one track mind, not how it could turn out at the end, man. And after you
Con,
read verse 24, go to the book of Joshua for me.
con. Verse 24. And it came to pass that in the morning watch, Yahweh looked unto the host of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire and of the cloud, and troubled the host of the Egyptians. Hey, man, he looked at them through the cloud, man, and they seen that, and they got terrible fear distilled upon them.
Kind of like, keep going, yeah, keep going.
Come 25, and took off their chariot wheels, that they drave them heavily. Hey, man, them wheels was gone, man. They were still trying to, get up
Kind,
out of here. Hey, man, the wheels is broken off. You still trying to use that horse to pull your chariot, man. It's dragging on the ground, man. Right?
kind.
So that the Egyptians said, let us flee from the face of Israel, for Yahweh fighteth for them against the Egyptians. Come,
We're gonna read some precepts at 29.
come. Keep going.
Yeah, let's get this full account, and then we're gonna get those precepts.
Come. Verse 26. And Yahweh said unto Moses, stretch out thine hand over the sea, that the waters may come again upon the Egyptians, upon their chariots and upon their horsemen. And Moses stretched forth his hand over the sea, and the sea returned to his strength when the morning appeared. And the Egyptians fled against it, right? They try to run from that thing, man. And Yahweh overthrew the Egyptians in the midst of the sea. And the waters returned and covered the chariots and the horsemen and all the host of Pharaoh that came into the sea after them. There remained not so much as one of them.
Hey, look at the Most High, man. That's why we can use it today, man. Right? It's gonna be
Huh,
clean out here, man. The Lord gonna glean this land, bro, and take us out, put us somewhere, and knock them off, man. Right? Read on.
verse 29. But the children of Israel walked upon dry land in the midst of the sea, and the waters were a wall unto them on their right hand and on their left.
Let's go to the book of Joshua, chapter 2 and verse 10, right? And get an account of us using these stories, man. Because that's why they're here, bro. They're not here just so you can read about them.
You went on mute. You on mute.
These stories are not here just for us to just read about them. These stories is here for us to use them, man. Like the book of Numbers, the book of Genesis, the book of Exodus, Leviticus. All these accounts is here for our learning. Is here for our usury, right? So we need to use these things every chance we get.
That's right. This is Joshua chapter 2 and verse 10. For we have heard how Yahweh dried up the water of the Red Sea for you, when ye came out of Egypt, and what ye did unto the two kings of the Amorites that were on the other side of Jordan, Sihon and Og, whom ye utterly destroyed.
And how they destroyed them because the Most High already put a sign out there that these is a powerful people. So in their brain, they already had doubt. That are we gonna win? Are we not gonna win? I don't know. you know. And if the Most High did that for them out there, what He's gonna do to us? So they already was like contemplating a way out, you know, while going trying to go to war against us, and we smote them. You feel what I'm saying? And let's go to the book of First Maccabees, chapter 4 and verse 9.
This
My
one's about
son
to
want to
pull
do
it.
everything but go to sleep, right? So Salakia Israel, right?
I gotta drop this real quick because I gotta pull up another site because that's not pulling it apocrypha up and everything.
It's all good. It's all good.
First Maccabees, what ox, Lakia?
4 and 9.
4 and 9, you kind of. All right. It's the book of First Maccabees, chapter 4 and verse 9. Remember how our fathers were delivered in the Red Sea, when Pharaoh pursued them with an army. Now therefore let us cry unto heaven.
Hey, before you read that, let's go up a little bit. Let's go up a little bit. Pick where you want to start, but let's go up a little bit because they got some meat on that bone. Matter of fact, read one,
Yeah, start at 1.
and let's drop down.
All right, this is First Maccabees chapter 4 and verse 1. Then took Gorgias 5,000 men, footmen,
Footmen.
and 1,000 of the best horsemen, and removed out of the camp by night.
6,000 people.
Khan, to the end he might rush in upon the camp of the Jews, and smite them suddenly, and the men of the fortress were his guides. Now when Judas heard thereof, he himself removed, and the valiant man with him, that he might smite the king's army which sat at Emmaus.
So valiant means like very strong, not fearful, you know, and ready to go to war at any time, man. Right? Really strong men, man. War ready men. Right? You want to keep going?
Khan.
Come.
Yup, keep going. While as yet the forces were dispersed from the camp. In the mean season came Gorgias by night into the camp of Judas. And when he found no man there, he sought them in the mountains. For said he, these fellows flee from us. But as soon as it was day, Judas showed himself in the plain with 3,000 men, who nevertheless had neither armor nor swords to their minds.
So these men, as we know when we read the Maccabees, they wasn't war ready. They didn't, you know, like he picked these people, you know, out of law keepers and out of faithful people that wasn't scared to die for the Most High, right? So and I want to say Shalawam to the next person that just came into the live, right? Peace and blessings unto you, right? And we're gonna so he he didn't have all the experience that these soldiers and these horsemen, they had horsemen too, so they was able to move swiftly and cut people down while they, you feel what I'm saying, while they going in and blah blah blah, bro. Hey, but Judas, they didn't have no fear, man, right? Read on.
Khan. Verse 7. And they saw the camp of the heathen, that it was strong and well harnessed, and compassed round about with horsemen, and these were expert of war.
They've been doing this since they was like 3-4 years old, man. Since they was able to pick up a little tiny sword, they've been doing it.
Them damn Spartan babies, man. You know, throwing them out into the wild at 8 years old, coming back at 18 or something. You know, like, damn. Right, Khan. Then said Judas to the men that were with him, fear ye not their multitude, neither be ye afraid of their assault. Remember how our fathers were delivered in the Red Sea, when Pharaoh pursued them with an army. Uh,
Con.
Con. Now, verse 10. Now, therefore, let us cry unto heaven, if peradventure Yahweh will have mercy upon us, and remember the covenant of our fathers, and destroy this host before our face this day.
So this is why we use these accounts, man, because we need it in these times of trouble, man. Right? Like when we go into the wilderness, we need to remember how they murmured against Moses, right? And I just was reading another account, man. Hey man, they cut me to my heart, bro, from the wonderful brothers, beloved brothers of Sons of Thunder, right? Atlanta. They went into the book of Numbers, chapter 16, and read the whole chapter, man, and showed how not to be a brother and how to be a brother, man. And hey, in that wilderness, we need to have that same spirit, man, because these brothers was not a brother to Moses and Aaron, man. Go ahead.
Con,
We
verse
could,
11.
no, Salakia, we could go back.
Yeah, I just wanted to top it off with this one real quick.
Kind
That
all
so
praise.
all the heathen may know that there is one who delivereth and saveth Israel.
Hey,
Con,
man, the icing on the cake, we couldn't leave that out, man. The brother in the spirit,
con.
right?
Hey, let me redrop that, and I gotta pull it back up.
Yeah,
I'm
kind
quick
all
with it though.
praises, man. So this is an account of us using our Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai's testimonies to help, give Israel faith, man. That hey, this thing gonna happen, man. Like every year, let's say I've been in the truth for 4 years, right? A little over 4 years. And let's say somebody try to get me out of the spirit or get me out of the faith, man. I go pull these accounts and I'm like, hey, bro, look, I know you think that America gonna last forever, but if he did it right here, he gonna do it in America. There's no way around it. If these testimonies are sure, right, then it's about to happen out here, man. So you can't get me out of my faith to say that you don't need to be stocking up on food a little bit. You don't need to have something to protect yourself because the Most High is gonna fight for you. Well, Jacob's trouble, we're gonna have to fight for ourselves, right? And the Most High gonna be with us, but we're gonna have to fight for ourselves. And you're gonna need a weapon. You're gonna need walkie-talkies. You're gonna need a striker. You're gonna need all type of things to help you through that trouble, man. Before the nukes pop off, right? And Lord willing, that trouble is already happening. And hey, the nukes are gonna pop off before we really have to go through it because that's when we're gonna, you know what I mean? It said if the time wasn't shortened, if the time wasn't shortened, there wouldn't be no flesh left on earth, man.
Con, that's right. That's right, man.
You know what I mean? Roughly paraphrasing.
Con, that's right. That's right.
Verse
Let's
30.
jump back. Let's jump back. Yep. Verse 30. Thus Yahweh saved Israel that day out of the hand of the Egyptians, and Israel saw the Egyptians dead upon the seashore.
So just like it said at verse 11, when we was in First Maccabees, right? Chapter 4 and verse 9, but verse 11 said that right there, man. Yahweh gonna save Israel, man. That's one thing you could bet your bottom dollar on.
That's right, man. That's right. That's why it's
Right?
imperative, man. Y'all don't lose that faith, man. And hearken on these testimonies and realize what has been done in times past and what's getting ready to happen again, Yasharahla. You know?
Hey, Salakia, before you go on, my son, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, finally put him to sleep, man. Right? Let's keep going.
Huh. Verse 31. It seems like he's been up for all week, huh? He
Man,
been up
he
all
killing
week.
me over here. He got these
Con,
teeth
man.
coming in, man, and they vexing his spirit, man.
Con. Verse 31. And Israel saw that great work which Yahweh did upon the Egyptians, and the people feared Yahweh and believed Yahweh and his servant Moses.
So you have to fear Yahweh, then you have to believe in Yahweh, and then you have to believe in his servants, right? Which is us, man. You have to believe in his servants, man. Right? Because that's the only way you're gonna get the other two, man. Because if you don't hear this word, then you ain't gonna get it, man. If you try to read Revelation and Isaiah and Jeremiah and you don't have the spirit from his servants, then you ain't gonna get it, man. Right? So make
God,
sure
appreciate.
that y'all under a body, man, because we can't do this alone, man. I was almost alone, and I had to cleave unto, Cap Ace. Cap Khalil and Chief Ace, man, because it was no way for me to do this thing alone, man. Right? Go. I don't know if you had it there, but go get that precept. Right? I think it's Proverbs 9 and 10. But go
I
get
got.
that
Oh,
precept.
okay. I got one right here.
Yeah,
Man, you gotta
kind.
pull
And
it up on the
then
screen. Salaki. I'm getting on the
after
screen.
that, grab Proverb 9 and 10 for me.
Uh,
But we need two men, or three men to walk with us, so that way we strong in the faith, man.
Khan, that's right, man. Hey, that's why we gotta fear the Most High, man. Because the fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge. We're not just talking about knowledge, or breakdowns, deep dark sayings and understandings, man. Knowledge means to know. You start fearing the Most High, you gonna know what to do and how to maneuver in this thing, man. You gonna know what He's capable of. You gonna know what He's gonna do. This is why fools despise wisdom and instruction, right? Because they trying to understand, man, and it's gonna ultimately lead to their destruction. You know,
Hey,
Con.
that's right, Hebrew Israelites, man. That's right. Good precept.
This is Proverbs 9 and 10. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. Hey,
Come.
man, this is the beginning of knowledge, man. We got to start knowing things, man. Knowing what the Most High is going to do, and understand how magnificent His power and His testimonies and His judgments are, man. But fools is going to despise all of that and ultimately lead up in your destruction. 2 point combo right there.
Hey, before we move on, one more precept, and I believe it's in Ecclesiastes 2. And that's that precept about Ecclesiastes 4 and 12.
Con.
One more, man. We need this thing because Israel need to know that you can't be no keyboard prophet by yourself, and you don't have no brothers, man. We need brothers. If you want to be a keyboard prophet, that's cool. But make sure you have some brothers to correct you on your walk, man.
That's right. That's right. All right. This is
But
a
the
proverb.
Lord said go to the highways and the hedges, and I don't mean the computer. You can't say, oh no, that mean the computer. No, man. I mean the highway and hedges. But do as you will. But make sure you have brothers to correct you when you fall off. Let's start. Let's start at 10.
Con. It's Ecclesiastes chapter
9.
4 and verse 9. Ecclesiastes
No,
9
no,
now?
no. Ecclesiastes 4 and 9.
Okay,
Let's
con,
start
con.
at 9. Salakia, because
Con.
we
This
need this.
Ecclesiastes.
Hey, Salakia, this part of that milk, man. This part of that milk. Because if you don't have brothers, bro, you don't have nothing.
That's right. That's right. All right. This Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 9. Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. Hey man, you trying to lift something up, man. Hey, the other side gonna fall, right? How you gonna carry
Uh,
that table over there with just one side lifting up, man?
uh. Hey, and you could do it. You might have to get under there and you hold both sides with both arms and you kind of like squat and then you kind of like push up and you walk but how much easier is it for you, if you have a brother holding the other two corners while you holding up this corner, like the analogy the brother said when I first came into the truth, man. We only had two legs, man. You being the third leg, with the table able to stand a little better. It's not rocking no more. You feel what I'm saying? All we need is another leg and you know what I mean? So,
Con,
hey,
that's
man,
right.
let's keep going on that.
Con, verse 10. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
Mm.
But woe unto him that is alone when he falleth. Hey man, you fall down, there
Destruction
ain't no.
unto you.
Con, go ahead.
Yeah, destruction unto you, man. You ain't, hey, man, when it says woe unto you, that means it's gonna be a destruction, bro. Because when you get shot by an arrow or you get shot by a pistol, you know what I mean? You don't have no brother to help you up in Jacob's trouble, man. That's why we need to be gathering together, man. Because we need help, man, when this thing really crack off, man. Right? So make sure y'all got brothers, bro. And when you fall by yourself, you start to wallow in your sin. And if you don't have a brother to help you pick up your spirit you might fall all the way by the wayside. It's good that we have a vineyard, man. It's good that we have a vine and a branch that we stand on, and a vineyard where we could have fruit to bear fruit with, man. Right?
That's right. That's right, man. Hey, man, you bleeding out over there, man. Hey, you need somebody to come and put that tourniquet on you.
Huh?
Stop that pain. Stop that bleeding. Hey, man,
Con.
can't do it alone, man.
That's
Right?
right.
Con. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he has not another to help him up.
Hey, and look, hey, just to keep going on that, hey, picture if you got two brothers, man, and you get popped. One tie you up, one grab you by the shoulder, you grab the other
Mhm.
shoulder. Brother's able to, you don't even got to walk now. All you got to do is hold on. Brother's able to walk you wherever we going, right? And then on top of that, he got a thing in his hand, and he got a thing in his hand, making sure that you okay and we get to safety, man. Right?
That's right. That's right. One of them standing over there watching out. You know what I'm saying? While the other brother's helping the other brother, man. You
Yeah,
know.
come, man. We need each other, man. It can't be expressed enough. Read on.
Verse 11. Again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone?
You're
Hey,
gonna be
man, we got to
cold.
pile up.
Man, you're
Right.
gonna be cold in this thing, man. You're never gonna extend to the length that the Most High wants you to extend to, or get on fire. How the Most High wants you to get on fire. If you don't have another brother to do what, you need two hands to rub that stick to spark that fire, man. So you the same way that you need two men, to come together and spark that fire of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh, like the brother said up in the chat. Matthew 18 and 20, right? For where two or three are gathered in my name, right? There I am in the midst. What is that that's in the midst? That fire, man. Hamashiach, man. That fire, right? So we need each other so we can stay on fire, man. Because we get cold, man. It get cold that night, man. When things get gloomy and doomy in your life, man, it get cold. And it's good to have that other brother to help warm you back up, man. Get you back in the spirit.
No, that's right. Con.
Keep going on
Go
that.
back. Keep going.
No,
I
keep
got
going on
you.
that. Yeah.
Verse 12. And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him.
Mm-hmm.
And the threefold cord is not quickly broken.
So you
Hey,
can have
man,
a
one
two.
string gonna chopped off.
Yeah, you have
You
a
chop
two.
that one string off. Slack it. Go ahead.
You have a two-string cord, and it's like those twisties that you get in your head. And when you wake up the next morning, guess what? They poofed out. But when you get plaits, so when you get braids, right, those things stay in for 2 to 3 weeks for me. You know what I mean? For another person, it might be months, but my hair kind of is nappy but good. So it like, you know what I mean, or what they call good, right? So it kind of like puff out real fast. But like I said, man, when you have a rope and you only have two twisties, man, when you put some weight on that thing, one snap, the other snap, boom. When you got three, it's much more durable, man. So if we got three brothers that's on fire that always contact one another, man, hey, nothing can't mess with us, man. And we only gonna wax stronger and stronger and stronger, man. Right? Let's go back to the book of Exodus, and if you have a point, you can make it up. All praise.
Let's address these precepts that Akim throwing in the chat real quick.
Con.
Right? Yeah, that's right, man. For where two or three are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst. Right? Matthew 18 and 20. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Could have weighed more sheep with two or more brothers versus doing it by yourself. Yeah, man,
Con,
you
you
can gather
protect.
way more sheep on that, man.
Yep.
You send two out that way, you send two out that way, man. It's gonna expand a lot faster, man. Instead of doing it by yourself, man, you're gonna pile up them sheep a lot slower, man. You have to bring one back at a time. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we should be all coming from the four corners and bringing. All right, what you got? Okay, hey, man, we doubling up, we multiplying a lot faster than doing it by yourself, right?
That's right. And when and Salakia, and when they see, so-called Hispanics and so-called blacks together, it catches their eye, man. What those brothers doing over there, man? Hey, usually there's some smoking and some fighting and some witches, right? Some women dancing and shaking ass wherever there's a lot of men gathered like that. Why those brothers in order? Why everybody ain't talking at the same time? what's going on over there. So you able to catch more sheep because you got two people rather than by yourself, man.
That's right. That's right. That's right. To make
Hey, and shalom to you, brother.
Con. Zephaniah Hebrews 13:1. Let brotherly love continue. That's right, man. You know,
That's
and
right.
love is an action. Love ain't no just no words, you know what I'm saying? We gotta put this thing into play, you know. Be
Con.
there for the brother, you know, hey, you need anything, I got you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't in this thing alone, right?
That's right.
Con. Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, oh nation not desire. Right, because they don't want us to gather together, man. They don't want to see us in order over there, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans together, man. You know, we're not desired. But the Most High says to gather together before the terrible decree go out, before the fierce anger of the Lord, man. Right? So that's right. That's
Hey,
right.
yeah, that's right. I have a brother. I have a candidate. Right. Shalom, shalom. I have a candidate that I've been dealing with, bro. And hey, little bit by little bit, bro, he's getting on fire. You know what I mean? He just hit me up this morning and sent me a video that he was watching from IUIC. I told him we don't believe everything they spit out their mouth, but we got the same doctrine for the most part, man. So if you want to listen to them, you want to join them, I don't care what you want to do. Just make sure you get into this thing and really do this thing. But I told him that I love him, bro, and the brother got confounded. You feel what I'm saying? He ain't know exactly what to say back. But I don't care, right? Because I love all Israel, man. I love you brothers in the chat. I love you brothers that's not in the chat, right? And your sisters and you Aqua, right?
That's right. That's right. Let's get
Let's,
back to it.
let's go back to
That's
Exodus.
right. Uh-huh. All right, we in Exodus 15 now. All right, here we go. This Exodus 15 for the top. Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song unto Yahweh, and spake, saying, I will sing unto Yahweh, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea. The Lord is my strength and song, and he is become my salvation. He is my power, and I will prepare him an habitation, my father's power, and I will exalt him. Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is a man of war. Hey, man, this ain't no damn effeminate white boy sitting up there and his father ain't the same, man. This
Salakia,
is a man of war. Go ahead.
Salakia. Hey, man, when I was reading this, bro, I was actually singing it, man. And I think I talked to you about it. And I was like, no, I talked to you about Malachi. I mean, yeah, not Malachi, Micah. No, Amos. How he
Jose,
was rapping.
Jose, yeah,
Amos,
come.
how he was rapping. Yeah, and then
Yeah,
so
right.
and I think I talked to you about this. I'm not sure, but I was actually like trying to sing this thing when he was when I was reading it because
Hey,
it's
I
it's
do that all the time. I be trying to
I
rhyme that thing. I be
was
trying to
trying to
rhyme it,
yeah,
man.
I was trying to sing this thing when I was reading it, and I realized, bro, this whole chapter right here is a song that they were singing to the Most High, man.
I was doing that. I was doing that in the Book of Judges, man. You know, they had that song too. You know, and I was trying to sing that thing too. You know, hey,
And let's go to the book
all
of
praises,
Psalms,
man.
right? Let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 23.
Con,
Because, like he was
like it.
saying, man, right? He said, the Lord is my strength and song, and he has become my salvation, right? Key word, salvation. He is my power, and I will prepare him in habitation, man, right? I'm going to prepare him that Zion that he was trying to get going, man, right? My father's power, I will exalt him, right? Read.
From the top.
Mm-hmm.
Psalm 23:1. Yahweh is my shepherd; I shall not want.
You can read through it,
He
bro.
he maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
Mm.
Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of my enemies.
What are you talking
Thou
about, man? That table is being prepared right now, man. Right? Once again, the table was being prepared back here. That's why he had to show his strength to the Egyptians so that story could go through the whole earth, right? And the other people could fear them. So when they come through, it was easy to just smite them. Like he said about the Amorites, man. He went in there, we went in there and smote them because of that story, man. Right? He prepared that table for us. That's why right here is talking about that habitation. I go, right? And I will prepare him in habitation, man. Right? Same thing, man. He's preparing him a table, man. Right? Read.
Con. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil.
What
My
is that
cup
oil?
runneth.
What is that oil?
See who got it in the chat.
Hey, go
See who
back
got
up
it.
to verse 3.
10 seconds. 10 seconds. See somebody got the answer in the chat.
Let's see what y'all got, man. What is that oil, man?
Nope.
Hey, I'm gonna
Nope.
give you a
All right,
hint.
let's go.
I'm gonna give you a
Give
hint.
me a hint. Give me a hint.
The virgins needed the oil, right? In the 10 virgin parable. Right? Give you a hint.
Five seconds.
3, 2, 1. Bang. All right, hey, go back up to 3. Go back up to 3.
Con.
It says what? It says go ahead.
He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness.
In the path of righteousness, man. What is righteousness, man? The keeping of the law, man. Right? So that oil is the keeping of the law. Go back down.
Con. Thou anointest my head with oil. That's some precepts and understanding, man. That's a law right there. My cup runneth over. Hey,
My
man.
cup runneth over, man. Because why? The only way to prosper, right? He gonna make us prosper when we keep his laws, man. Right? And how we're gonna prosper by getting the kingdom, getting the kingdom, getting that table, right? Getting that table that he's got prepared for us. Right? Read on. There's only a couple more, right? There's only one more.
Yeah, there's only one more. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Yahweh forever.
YASHARAHLA.
Con, that means, man, if you're keeping these law, statutes, and commandments, man, hey, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, man. That's why Joshua 1:8 says, hey, man, if you delight, if those that do the law, man, you're gonna be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, man. You know,
go get it.
You got it. Hold on, Con.
Yeah, Con.
I wanted to get something else from here real quick.
All right, Con.
Right here. Yeah, Con. It's actually Joshua 1:8, Salakia. Joshua 1:8 utters the same sentiments as Psalms chapter 1, verse 4. So Joshua 1:8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth. Hey, you got to keep this thing in you, man. You got to talk about it everywhere you go and things like that, man. No matter what, always keep it in your mind and always utter this thing. But thou shalt meditate. So it's like it. Go ahead.
It says it in Sirach, man. I forget which chapter, but it says, "Hey, man, when you lie on your bed, when you're at the table, when you going to sleep, when you rise up, when you walk up the street, man, this thing got to be in your heart, man, and in your mouth, right?"
Come. The law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
Nah, you just gotta talk about it. You just gotta talk about it, right?
And that's that cup overflowing, that oil of cup overflowing, man. Right? All of it.
You need to
not just a half a cup, not just a small little drop, little sip. Nah, man, the full cup, man, of these laws, man. Right? For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Right? That's why it says
Same
right here,
thing.
and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Shall follow me all the days of my life. Hey, you're gonna prosper, man. You're gonna prosper, right?
Hey, good precept. To our precept, man.
The water. Call her law.
Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Verse 8.
All right. Yep. Exodus 15 and 8. Right? No, 7.
I mean,
I don't
3. My
remember
bad.
reading
My
this.
bad. 3.
3, yeah,
3. My bad. 3. Salakia.
Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. Hey, man, that's his name, right? That's what we should be praising forever, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Pharaoh's chariots and his host have been cast into the sea. His chosen captains also are drowned in the Red Sea.
Hey, that's a verse. That's that's a
That
bar. You feel me?
bar. That's a
Moses
bar
is
right there.
speaking bars, man.
That's how you know that these are people that wrote this book, man. They talking with that talk, man. Talking that talk.
Talking that talk.
All right, come. The depths have covered them. They sank into the bottom as a stone. Thy right hand, O Yahweh, is become glorious in power. Thy right hand, O Yahweh, hath dashed in pieces the enemy.
Bars.
And in the greatness of thine excellency, thou hast overthrown them that rose up against thee. Thou sentest forth thy wrath, which consumed them as stubble. Hey man, they the same way you burn some straw or some paper or something, man. That thing it's gonna vanish like that, man. That's how quick he destroyed them with that water,
Hey,
man.
give me like a minute, man. Take over right quick.
Con. Verse 8. And with the blast of thy nostrils, the waters were gathered together. The flood stood upright as an heap, and the depths were congealed in the heart of the sea. Hey, man, what's that talking about? And with the blast of thy nostrils, right? If we go into what that word for blast means, right? What that mean? That means by the power of the Most High, by the Spirit of the Most High, right? And when you talk about nostrils, man, you flaring your nostrils like you a bull, like you mad, you angry, man, right? So verse 8 is talking about, and with the blast of thy nostrils is saying, and with the spirit of his anger, right? With the spirit of his anger, the waters were gathered together. Hey, the Most High was wroth with what the Egyptians was trying to do, man. You know, that's why he destroyed them from before our face. Let's get that right here. I got okay. So blast will go into the Hebrew word nasama, right, which means spirit. And if you go into what nostrils mean, nostrils will go into op or off, right, which would mean anger. That's what it's talking about. The blast of his nostrils. We ain't talking about no damn mythological thing that's happening. You know, like the cartoon, you see his air come out his nostrils and the giant head of God. Like, ain't talking about that, man. It's talking about the spirit of his anger. The waters were gathered together, right? The nasama of his off. The waters were gathered together, man. The flood stood upright as an heap. Hey, man, these things was way up there, man. You know, continuously blowing that wind all night, man. This thing's stretched all the way up, man, till the ground was dry, you know.
Hey, if you blow Salakia, if you blow a cup of water, man, think about that, but in the ocean. You know what I mean? How that wind just like ripping through and whipping through and ripping through until it was able to be part of the sunder, right?
Hey man, you can get some water right now in a cup and just blow on it. You can see how you're making that line through it. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, man, that thing's gonna split apart. You know, by the power of the Most High, spirit of His anger. Come. The enemy said, "I will pursue. I will overtake. I will divide the spoil. My lust shall be satisfied upon them. I will draw my sword. My hand shall destroy them." Hey, that's what they was thinking in their heart, man.
Hey, it's a
You
beautiful
know.
song, man.
Verse 10. Thou didst blow with thy wind. Thou didst blow with thy wind. Right?
Hey, it
What's
went
that
like
going into? with the spirit, man. You know,
Nah.
the sea covered them. They sank as lead in the mighty waters.
Ooh. Hey man, like he tied bricks around his feet, man. They didn't even
Yeah.
float, man. They all stayed down. They blood. He turned their blood into lead, man. He turned their blood into iron. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And closed the water on them. You feel what I'm saying?
Con. Hey, peace and blessings and shalawam to the seventh viewer in here, man. All praises, all praises.
Let's go.
Con. Verse 11. Who is like unto thee, O Yahweh, among the gods? Who is like thee, glorious in holiness, fearful in praises, doing wonders?
Mm.
Hey, man, ain't nobody like the Most High, man. He's a top dog, man. You know, that's him. He the boss, man. You know?
That's
Thou
right.
stretches out thy right hand, the earth swallowed them.
The earth swallowed them, man. There was a point in time, I believe it was in Numbers, chapter 16, when he had told Moses, "Hey, man, gather all them together, and you get away from them, and I'm gonna swallow them up in the earth." You know what I mean? He
Yeah,
did
that
that.
was come.
He did that thing. He didn't hesitate to do it. He actually did it, man. Right? Let me get that right quick. Right?
Bring it out.
Let me get that right quick. Con. 1 second. Let me find this thing right quick. It's in here. I got it lit up. It gotta be Con. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 16 and verse number 30. But if Yahweh make a new thing and the earth open up her mouth and swallow them up, right? Starting at 29. If these men die and the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then Yahweh had not sent me. Right. So he's explaining, Moses is explaining, hey man, if they don't die like I say they're gonna die, the most high ain't sent me. You know what I mean? Reading on. But if Yahweh make a new thing and the earth open up her mouth, hey, the earth haven't done this yet before, right? Ain't no earthquake came where it opened them out and then closed them in, man. It haven't happened yet, right? So, and it
Come.
says, and it goes on to say, right? Then Yahweh had not sent me. But if the Lord had make a new thing and the earth opened her mouth, verse 30, and swallowed them up with all that my bad, pertain unto them, and they go down quick unto the pit, then ye shall understand that those men have provoked the Lord, right? And it came to pass. So this happened, right? Where the Lord swallowed these people up, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And it came to pass as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder that was under them, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up, and their houses, and all the men that are obtained, right, unto Korah, and all their goods, right? So Korah was leading these people to do wickedly, man. 250 men, right, to go against Moses. And then the Lord said, "Oh yeah, y'all still trying to go against him and make up lies and all that. I'm gonna come swallow you up with the earth." So as this is saying, hey, it swallowed them up, man.
That's
The
right.
earth
That's right.
swallowed them up, later on in the books.
That's right, Doc. That's right, Doc. He stretched out his right hand, man. His right hand powers, man. You know, and swallowed them up. Verse
Con.
13. Thou in thy mercy hast led forth the people which thou hast redeemed. Right? The Most High is long suffering. He's merciful. He has compassion upon us, man.
Hey,
That's why he
hey,
redeemed us, man.
precept right quick, man. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 13, right? This that works right here, man. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 13, and verse number 13. And every firstling of an ass thou shalt redeem it with the lamb. And if thou wilt not redeem it, then thou shalt break his neck. And all the firstborn of a man amongst the children thou shalt redeem. The Most High redeemed us by what? By killing all the firstborn of the Egyptians, right? And all the firstborn cattle and all the firstborn everything, man. Read on, huh?
Con. That's right. Let's go back.
Hey, my bad.
Right.
That was the spirit. I had to bring that up.
Con. All right, it's verse 13, real quick. Right? Thou in thy mercy has led forth the people which thou hast redeemed. Thou hast guided them in thy strength unto the holy habitation. Right? That's the promised land, man. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Let me stop right here real quick and address some of these comments, man. You know,
Con.
for the people. Right? James 2:2. For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also. That's right, man. You know, they had the faith in the wilderness, you know, and they had to continue in doing the work what the Most High was telling them to do. You know, follow the cloud, keep my commandments, man. I'm trying to guide y'all through this. Why? Because I have mercy on you and I redeemed you as my people, right? He vouched that he's going to be our God. We're going to be his people. Deuteronomy 26:16, right? James 1:22. But be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves, right? Hey, man, they had to do what the Most High was telling them to do in the wilderness.
Same
Not
with
just,
us.
okay, yeah, we hear you, you know what I'm saying? Hey, but we want to go back, just like Korah and them try to rebel against Moses and go back, man. They try to start their own band. You seen the movies, man. You know, hey, who's with me? Let's go, let's gather. We're going back. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you deceiving your own selves, man. That's gonna lead to your destruction,
That's correct.
right? Sirach chapter 4 and verse 28. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. That's right, man. You gotta
Mm-hmm.
strive in this thing. You gotta strive in that wilderness. You know, the Most High was showing us the way, you know, and he's gonna fight for us. That's the
Hey,
testimonies that we gotta hearken on.
Salakia. Hey, like the scriptures say, man, the ones who died in Hamashiach are gonna raise first, man. That's who's gonna rise first, man. The martyrs, man, the people that got put to death for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man.
Con. Yahweh put them out with his nostrils, though. LOL. That's right, man.
That's
Because
right.
nostrils goes into your anger, right? You see a raging bull. You see somebody who's flaring in their nostrils, man. That's that anger. That's what it's talking about, you know? That's why the nostrils goes into the Hebrew word, right? It goes into the Hebrew word of anger, right? Which is off, right? That means nostrils. That
Yeah.
means anger.
Right.
I wonder if the angels would consider his nostrils. Yeah, man, that's the right hand. You
Of
know,
course.
that's his host of heaven that's all up in that cloud, man. You know, that was them up in there doing the works of the Most High. Or the
Definitely.
four winds which the angel holding,
Hey,
right? Yeah, the angels, that's
definitely.
right hand too. Go ahead,
Yeah.
I.
You got the north wind, you got the south wind, you got the east wind, you got the west wind, man. That he used those angels that's holding those winds in that instant, man. Right? That was the east
That's it.
wind that blew continuously all night, and then a west wind that blew that shut it down. Right?
That's right, YASHARAHLA, right? Psalms 104 and 4, verse 4. Who maketh his angel spirits his ministers a flaming fire.
We're flaming fire right now, man. This is what you're getting right now. You're getting some fire, right?
That's right. Reading on. Thou in thy mercy, Salaki, verse 14. The people shall hear and be afraid. Sorrow shall take.
Salakia. Before you go there, let's go to Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 19.
Con.
I'm glad you called out that verse, man. I almost forgot something important.
This the book of Hebrews,
Hold on.
chapter.
Don't start yet. Let me see.
Con, con,
19. You might need to start a little earlier. Yeah, start earlier. Start at 17.
con. At 16. Salakia. Verse this Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. For ye are not come unto the mount that might be touched, and that burned with fire,
What
nor
is
unto
that mean?
blackness. That's Mount Sinai.
Read.
Right? You come. Nor unto blackness and darkness and tempest.
Read on.
And the sound of a trumpet and the voice of words, which voice they had that they Salaki, which voice they that heard entreated that the word should not be spoken to them anymore.
Who is that?
That's talking about the commandments.
No, that's talking about Israel, man. When they heard the voice on the mountain, they was like, shit, we don't want to talk to the Most High no more.
Oh yeah, that's right. When Moses went up there to get the commandments, he was like, "Hey,
God.
you go talk to him."
Hey, go holler at him. I'm good. I don't want to talk to him no more. Read on.
Verse 20, for they could not endure that which was commanded. And if so much as a beast touch the mountain, it shall be stoned or thrust through with a dart.
With an arrow, man, right? Go to Exodus chapter 19 and verse 12, Salakia. Let's get that account right quick, and then we'll go back to the reading at hand.
This Exodus chapter 19 and verse 12. And thou shalt set bounds unto the people round about, saying, take heed to yourselves that ye go not up into the mount or touch the border of it. Whosoever touches the mount shall be surely put to death.
Read on.
There shall not an hand touch it, but he shall surely be stoned or shot through, whether it be beast or man.
Hey, your dog
It
better not
shall.
go close.
Hey man, you see a sheep gang getting close to that thing. Hey, that thing touch that thing. That sheep gone, man.
Hey, for real, you better wrap that thing up. Come here, little sheep.
Yeah, man, because the holiness of the Most High and His glorious power is resting upon that mount, man. You can't be able to. That's just like looking into the ark, man, and things like that. You know, you can't see the Most High and live, man. Right?
Hey, man. Hey, and if so, you'll be vexed in your spirit, man. Right? I think they said when Moses came back down, his face was shining. He had so much wisdom, knowledge, and understanding shined on him. Now he came back down, his face was shining.
He got contaminated with the Most High's light upon him, man. You walking through the door like, what you? I was with the Most High. Look at me, whew, glowing and all of that, man. Oh, you must have been with the Most High. That's for sure the Most High right there, man.
Hey, read on, bro, right quick.
When the trumpet soundeth long, they shall come up to the mount.
Read on.
And Moses went down from the mount unto the people, and sanctified the people, and they washed their clothes.
All praises to the Most High. This is that account, man. Let's go back to Exodus 15. That's that account, man. So them people didn't want to go back and deal with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Hey, it was too much. It was too much for him to bear, man. You had people quivering, passing out, man, dying.
One second.
It's all good.
Gotta get this
Yeah. Let's not get this precept with this one. This one right here that Hebrew Israelite had posted. Let's not get that one. That's We already went on the winds already. But
Con.
the water for being active in the chat though, for real, for real.
Con, all praises. That's right. That's right. All praises Yahweh Bashim El Shai. All right, here we go. Here we go. Verse
15,
15.
14.
Thou 14? Yeah,
Yeah.
con. The people shall hear and be afraid. Sorrow shall take hold on the inhabitants of Palestina. Then the dukes of Edom shall be amazed. The mighty men of Moab, trembling shall take hold upon them. All the inhabitants of Canaan shall melt away.
Mm-hmm.
Fear
That's a
and dread
prophecy.
shall. Right. Because this
That's a
is what's about to
prophecy
come.
in Exodus chapter 23, I believe. Or 20.
Verse 16. Fear and dread shall fall upon them by the greatness of thine arm. They shall be as still as stone, till thy people pass over. Oh,
Why,
Yahweh.
hey, Salakia, why they gonna be
Mhm.
still at stone? Because they heard what happened to the Egyptians, man.
Yeah, man, they're gonna be they gonna be frozen in fear, man. You know?
Hey, grab this right quick for me. 23, Exodus 23 and 23.
This Exodus 23 and 23, and it reads, For mine angel shall go before thee and bring thee unto the Amorites, and the Hittites, and the Perizzites, and the Canaanites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites, and I
Keep
will
going.
cut them off.
Con.
Thou shalt not bow down to their gods, nor serve them, nor do after their works, but thou shalt utterly overthrow them and quite break down their images.
All praises to the Most High, man. So that's an account, that's an account on this Salakia on 15, man. You feel what I'm saying? Edom part of that too, man. Don't think Edom not part of that.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. I read on. Verse 16. Fear and dread shall fall upon them by the greatness of thine arm. They shall be as still as a stone.
Mm.
Hey, man, the Most High is reiterating that, man. He's telling you again, hey, they going to be frozen. I'm letting you know.
Hey.
I'll let you know twice. They going to be frozen for sure, you know, till thy people pass over. Oh, Yahweh, till the people pass over, which thou hast purchased. Right? And what's that going into, man?
Hey,
Right?
this
Let
a
me get
beautiful.
that. I got that precept right here, right? I'm pull it
Go
up.
ahead. This a
Go to
beautiful.
my favorite.
This a beautiful song, man. You
Uh-huh.
know, it's a beautiful song. He's still singing, y'all. Don't think he stopped singing. He's singing this, man, on his bed, right? Just
That's
going
right.
in.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Read.
That's right. Precept on that, right? So what's going into it says, oh, Yahweh, till thy people pass over, which thou hast purchased, right? Let me get that in Sirach chapter 33 and verse 27. It says, send him to labor that he be not idle, for idleness teaches much evil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Set him to work as is fit for him. If he be not obedient, put on more heavy fetters. Hey, the Most High gave us the work, what we should do, man. Right? It's
Yeah,
not too much. All we got to do is keep the commandments and have faith in him in that time, and he's gonna fight for us in the wilderness against these enemies.
that's right.
Verse 20, verse 30. Get to verse 30. If thou have a servant, let him be unto thee as thyself, because thou hast bought him with a price. Hey,
Mm.
man, the Most High purchased us, right? He bought us with a price, man. You know,
That's
because
why
right. Go ahead.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
That's why earlier he said, that I have redeemed, right? Because he bought
Mm-hmm.
us with that blood sacrifice, man. He bought us
That's right.
with that blood sacrifice that he did with the firstborns of all the Egyptians and all their cattle.
Khan. That's right. And there's another part I want to pull out on this, right? If thou have a servant, let him be unto thee as thyself, right? That's
Uh,
where we jump into John chapter 17 and verse 21, right? It says that they all may be one, as thou, Abba, art in me, and I in thee, that they
Con,
also may be one in us, that the world may believe that thou hast sent me. Hey, man, the same way Yahushua is one with the Most High, we one with Yahushua and the Most High on that same level too, man. Right?
that's
That's
right.
why the scriptures in Sirach 33 and 30 says, if thou have a servant, let him be unto thee as thyself, man. You gotta be on one accord. You gotta be on one message, right? Because thou hast bought him with a price. The Most High
Con,
bought us with a price, man. So we won with the Most High at this point, you know.
con. That's right, man. To our precepts. Hey, man,
Con.
that's fire right there, man. That's the spirit we need to be in, bro. You know what I mean? Even when it comes to the brothers that we get in the camp, you know, and brothers that we bring into the truth, man. We gotta make sure that we test them and try them and make sure that they really down for this thing. Because hey, you can't let every train up in your house, man. You know, every spirit can't dwell within your community, within your camp, man.
That's right. That's right. Con. Reading on. Verse 17. Thou shalt bring them in and plant them in the mountain of thine inheritance, in the place, O Yahweh, which thou hast made for thee to dwell in the sanctuary, O Yahweh, which thy hands have established. Yahweh shall reign forever and ever. For the horse of Pharaoh went in with his chariots and with his horsemen into the sea. And
Kind
Yahweh,
the horse of Pharaoh, man. What that mean? The strength of Pharaoh, man. Right? Or power.
Con.
Right? Strength or
Mm-hmm.
power, man. Mostly used for strength. The strength of Pharaoh, right?
Con. And Yahweh brought again the waters of the sea upon them. But the children of Israel went on dry land in the midst of the sea. Right? And Miriam the prophetess, the sister of Aaron, took a timbrel in her hand, and all the women went out after her with timbrels and with dances. Hey, man, they were celebrating that thing, man. Joyous spirit, you know.
Getting
That's the spirit
getting
we
it
got to
in,
be
man.
in these times too. You
They
know, have
probably
a
was hitting
joyous spirit that we're gonna be delivered. Go ahead.
Salakia. They probably was hitting backflips, cartwheels, nigga. You know what I mean? Hey, they was getting it in. They clapping with the timbrels.
That's right, man. You open up that cloth. Hold on. Let me get my instruments. Oh, what y'all got? Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's go. We running. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Hey man, turning up.
Con, con. And Miriam answered them, and Slaki, and Miriam answered them, sing ye to Yahweh, for he had triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea.
Mm. The strength and his rider, right, which is Pharaoh, and cast him
Uh-huh.
casted him into the sea, man.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. Pharaoh and his strength was cast into that sea, man. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So Moses brought Israel from the Red Sea, and they went out into the wilderness of Shur. And they went 3 days in the wilderness and found no water.
Mm.
And when they came to Marah, they could not drink of the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore, the name of it was called Marah, right? And the
Kind
people
of we
murmured. Go ahead.
Salakia. One quick point. And found no water, man. What is the water? The water is life, man. You know, you can't have life without water. We only live a certain amount of days without water, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like once you go past a certain amount of days, bro, you're about to die. You feel me? So water is life, man. They had no life, man. Right? No instructions. Same way today, bro. Right? And then they went to this land and the water was bitter. The knowledge was bitter, man. They had Scientologists, right? They was in the Kemet, right? And I'm just, stating some things that's going on now. But right here is literal water. But when we look at the precepts, we know that it's spiritual. You feel what I'm saying? So, but these
Con,
waters is life. It makes stuff to come alive, man. Right? Take water away from a tree and see what happens.
Can you read real quick? I gotta run downstairs and let my cat inside real quick.
Where
Salaki.
we at?
Right there. I highlighted it on the screen.
I got it. Verse 24. And the people murmured against Moses, saying, what shall we drink? Right? What living water we gonna get, man? And he cried unto Yahweh, and Yahweh showed him a tree, which when he had cast into the Salakia, when he had cast it into the waters were made sweet. So the waters went from bitter, right, to sweet. And what is that tree, man? That tree is Yahushua, man. He threw it into them bitter waters, man. He threw Yahushua into America, right? And now we got that sweet water, man, that living water, right? And it reads on. There he made a statute and an ordinance, and there he proved them, man. He proved them in this area, bro. Because hey, y'all had doubt, but look here, I'm gonna throw this tree in the water, right? That good old fig tree, right? That good old olive tree, that branch, right? I'm gonna throw that thing up in here, I'm gonna turn this thing sweet so y'all could drink it right in front of your face, right? So we got to understand that thing. Let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 10 and verse 10. These waters, man, is a big deal, bro. Right? It's not only talking about some literal water that you just drank, man. Right? That's why when you walk through or past still waters, like we read earlier, you can't drink still water because it has parasites in it. Right? Here is some still water, right? That was bitter, but he cast a tree in it and did a miracle and made it sweet, man. Right? Revelation chapter 10 and 10.
Make sure y'all writing these precepts down, man, so y'all can mirror these things together, parallel these scriptures together, man. Harmonize these things. That's how we get the proper understanding.
That's right. This is the book of Revelation, right? Chapter 10 and verse 8. And the voice which I heard from heaven spake unto me again and said, go and take the little book which is open in the hand of the angel which standeth upon the sea and upon the earth, right? And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter. Why? Because when we finally get this understanding, man, it makes our brain vex, bro. All we see is slavery. All we see is oppression. All we see is our brothers dying day to day and living in the worst conditions, right? All we see is not being able to pay bills, right? Because we're oppressed, right? And then it goes on to say, but it shall be in thy mouth as sweet as honey. But then when we get on here, bro, all our day, man, we look forward to doing what, man? Teaching the word of God, man, because this is where it gets sweet at. Because we're able to actually put it out there and talk to the wind, and hopefully we can make somebody else belly bitter, right? Their mind bitter. Hey, think on these thoughts, man. Don't forget slavery, man, right? Don't forget God, man. Don't forget the children of Israel. Because, hey, even though it's bitter, it's going to get sweet, man. And I took, verse 10, and I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up. And it was in my mouth sweet as honey, man. Right? And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. Because we eat the grove, man, and we get into this food, we find out that we Israel. And man, it's sweet, man. But once we figure out that we gotta wait and endure and go through tribulation and affliction and all these things, hey, you mind muting right quick? So we go through all these afflictions and these different trials, and this thing get bitter, man. And then we got to go out and prophesy to our people, man. And then that get bitter, man, because you got people coming against you talking about, nah, man, you're in a cult, you don't know nothing, right? You exegeting the scriptures, you only using one precept, right? And then all this nonsense, and they get bitter, man. But we have to do it because, hey, the Lord said, contend for the faith, man. And this is the foolproof doctrine. So we have to contend for the faith, but it get bitter in that instant, right?
It's Khan. That's right, Ak. That's right, Ak. And Salaki, Ak, man. My mom's dog is on the roof. I got neighbors out there pointing at it like, what the hell? I gotta go get him down from the roof, man, real quick. I just gotta go in her room, get him back through the window, close the window, come back. I'm
Do your
I'm
thing.
I'm gonna lay this out for you. So from 24 is where we at on down to 26. All right,
Con.
Con.
All
Real
perfect.
quick, man. It's crazy. Damn
It's
dog.
all good. Verse 11. And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many people. So that's what was bitter, man. Him prophesying unto many peoples, man. So this water, right? In verse um in verse number 25, and he cried unto the Lord, and the Lord showed him, right, a tree which he had cast into the waters, and the waters were made sweet, man. Right? Those waters that was made sweet, man, is after the bitterness, man. Cause after it's bitter, bro, it's gonna get sweet, man. There's no way around it. We got prophecies telling us that we're gonna get the kingdom if we're diligent and we pray to be the elect, man, or the numerable multitude, right? But we got this sweet end, man. That's why they always
Damn
say,
dog,
man, life
man.
is bittersweet,
Crazy.
man. You feel what I'm saying? All right, come.
I'm back. I was quicker than I thought.
All right, come.
Yeah,
The
Con.
book of Luke, one more precept, and then we could go back. The book of Luke, chapter 21, and I believe I want 29. You want to read that for me?
Yeah, I got you. I got you out.
Oh, if you busy, I got it.
No, I got it right here.
All
Luke
right,
21 and
all praise.
29.
So this that tree, man. This that tree, right? Read.
Yeah, let me pull it up on the screen for the chat. Slocky.
Yeah, all praises.
Luke 21 and verse 29. And it reads, and he spake to them a parable. Behold, the fig tree and all the trees. When they now shoot forth, ye see and know of your own selves that summer is now nigh at hand. So likewise ye,
What is Salakia? What is summer symbolic of?
the harvest,
The
the
harvest.
harvest
Yep.
season.
Yep.
Con.
Which
So
is the last
likewise,
day. Summer is symbolic for the last days.
con. So likewise
Right?
ye. Slocky, go ahead. I didn't think you finished.
No, it's cool. Go ahead.
Okay,
As long as you
Slocky.
understood what I was saying.
Con. So likewise ye, when ye see these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of the Most High is at hand.
So
Verily,
summer is at hand. Summer is at hand, man. Right? The kingdom of heaven is at hand, man. That bright light is coming. Right? Read on.
verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away till all be fulfilled. Right? And this
Con.
generation is
And
going to the age. This age
that's
shall
that
not
sweet.
pass
That's
away.
Slovakia, and that's that sweet. That's that water being turned to sweetness, man. After everything we going through, when you read this chapter, man, out of everything that we're going through, we got that sweetness at the end of all this bitterness, man. That's why, Salakia, that's why sweet and sour candy is the best. Because it starts out sour, but then guess what? It ends out very sweet, man. Let's go.
Reading on.
Yeah.
I'll go back. Read
Yeah,
on.
we
Read
could go
on.
back.
Okay,
Whatever one you want to do. If you want to read 33, that's cool. But yeah, I just needed that. I just needed that
Let's go
because
back to Exodus
at,
15.
at the end it's gonna be fulfilled, man. All the prophecies are gonna be fulfilled, and then this thing is gonna get sweet, man.
Let's go back. Let's go back.
Read
24.
25 one more time.
And he cried unto Yahweh, and Yahweh showed him a tree, which when he had cast into the waters were made sweet.
Mm-hmm.
There he made for them a statute and an ordinance, and there he proved them.
Salakia. And those waters is the scriptures, man. You know, he cast the tree into the waters. He gave Christ to us. He gave Hamashiach to us. And these waters were made sweet. Now we love reading the scriptures, right? It used to be a chore when I first came into the truth, but now I love reading the scriptures. It's sweet to me.
God, that's right. That's right. That's why I tell people, man, when you like, it's the same as when you start watching a TV show, man. You're gonna get hooked on that thing, you know. Next thing you know, you in chapter 16 of a book, you know. Oh God, I can't wait till I get off work, man. I gotta find out what's going on. You know, it becomes sweet to you, you know. Con. Verse 26, and said, if thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord thy power, Yahweh thy power, and will do that which is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptians.
So, hey, we got to remember that, because just like the COVID, you know what I mean? If you was going off, you got the COVID because you wasn't listening and you wasn't keeping the commandments, right? So that's the plague.
Right.
That's one of the plagues that he put upon the Egyptians, man, which was inflammation, right? Inflammation of the lungs, right? Reading on.
And that's what y'all are here today too, or these heathens are, man. You know, they the Egyptians. You know, spiritual Egypt,
Hey, don't
spiritual
let that go.
Babylonians stuff, man.
Don't let that go unnoticed.
Right.
The water.
Why keep these commandments though? For I am Yahweh that healeth thee. Right? He ain't gonna bring the diseases on us, man. We gonna stay healed. Verse 27. And they came to Elim, where were 12 wells of water, right? Or where there were 12 wells of water, rather, right? And 70 palm trees. Hey, man, that's a infinite amount of trees, man. 70 trees, man.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of trees.
That's a lot of shade. You could build a couple houses with 3 or 4 of them. You know what I mean?
Hey, you ever seen them the movies and them TV shows, man? You in the desert. Oh man. And what's that over there? Is that a mirage? Like, nah, man, that's an oasis, you know?
Oh man. Yeah, it's time to go hide out.
Yeah, right. And they encamped there by the waters. I was like, yeah, man, we finna go to the oasis, you know? Palm trees, oh yeah. Let's go over there. Let's go. Right.
Hey, guess what? Guess what? We the 12 wells of water now. We are the 12 wells of water now, man. They were so blessed. They gave them 12 wells, man. Each tribe could drink out of their own well.
That's right. That's right. Are we in 16 now?
Oh, the hard. I'm gonna say it in English. All right, but all that
we go ahead.
All that we read is what we do and hear.
All that we read is what we do and hear.
All right, chapter 16.
Exodus 16:1. And they took their journey from Elim, and all the congregation of the children of Israel came unto the wilderness of Sin. Right? Hey, just real quick, man. This ain't talking about no moral compass of right and wrong of sin, you know, just transgression of the law. This place is just literally called sin. So we don't want to get that confused. You know, they're in the wilderness because of their sin. No, nah, man. This is just literally called the wilderness of sin. That's just the name of it.
Don't try to get too deep. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Which is between Elim and Sinai, on the 15th day of the 2nd month, after the departing out of the land of Mizraim. Right? And the whole congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness. Right? They complained. That's what murmured means. They was complaining. Right? And the children of Israel said unto them, would to God we had died by the hand of Yahweh in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the flesh pots, and when we did eat bread to the full? For ye have brought us forth into this wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger.
Wicked, man. Wicked Jakes, man.
Mm.
Y'all want me to believe in that white Bible? That slave book?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all want me to believe in that thing when they gave us Jesus Christ? Well, that thing. Same people, man. The same goddamn people, man. We trying to bring them out of the land of Egypt, so they could get brought out of this thing with a strong hand. But they want to goddamn murmur, man. Read on.
Con. Then said Yahweh unto Moses, Behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day, that I
Con.
may prove them whether they will walk in my law or no.
Con. So he's still proving YASHARAHLA, right? He ain't stopped proving them since we read over in the chapter before this. He didn't stop proving them, man. Right? Give me the book of John, chapter 6 and verse 22.
It's the book of John, chapter 6, and verse 22. The
Write
day
down these
following,
precepts.
uh-huh,
Write down these precepts. YASHARAHLA. Go ahead.
con. The day following, John chapter 6 and verse 22. The
The
day
water.
following, when the people which stood on the other side of the sea saw that there was none other boat there, save that one whereinto his disciples were entered, and that Yahweh went not with his disciples into the boat, but that his disciples were gone away alone.
So Yahweh was not there, right? Let's remember
Mm-hmm.
that. Yahweh was not there. And they left on
God.
their own. And people saw that. Right? Read on.
Howbeit there came other boats from Tiberias nigh unto the place where they did eat bread. After that, Yahweh had given thanks.
Mm-hmm. Yahweh.
Salakia, yeah, Yahweh had given thanks. Salakia. Oh man, hold on. Verse 24. When the people therefore saw that Yahweh was not there, neither his disciples, they also took shipping and came to Capernaum seeking for Yahweh.
Khan.
And when they
Read.
had found him on the other side of the sea, they said unto him, Master, when camest thou hither?
Yeah, Khan, man. What? How the hell you get over here? We was way over there. You can't just walk over here. You know what I mean? What the hell is going on here, man? Right?
God.
But the same way, right? Uh, the same way, man. Read verse 4 again over here up in Exodus.
Exodus 16 and 4. Con.
Yeah, Khan.
Then said Yahweh unto Moses, Behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day, that I may
Khan.
prove them, whether they walk in my law or no.
Khan. So come back over here and read verse 26.
26. Yahweh answered them and said, Verily, verily, I say unto you, ye seek me not because you saw the miracles, but because ye did eat of the loaves and were filled.
Khan. So the same way that they was believing because the bread from heaven over here is the same way that they believed over here, man, eating of that body, man, of a Mashiach. Right? Read on.
27. Labor not for the meat which perisheth, but for the meat which endureth unto everlasting life,
Mm-hmm.
which the Son of Man shall give unto you.
Mm-hmm.
For him hath God the Father sealed.
Ooh. Right? All praises to the Most High, man. So that's the bread that we need to be looking after, man, which is the book. The whole book. He came in a volume of the book. So give me Revelation chapter 7 and 17. He came in the whole book. So this is the bread that we need to be eating, man. Right? It says that man can't live by bread alone, but by man don't live by bread alone, but every word that cometh out the mouth of Yahweh. right?
That's right. That's right.
Roughly paraphrasing if I got some of that wrong, right? But anyways, y'all know what I'm talking about. Read that.
This is Revelation 7:17. For the Lamb, which is in the midst of the throne, shall feed them.
Shall what?
Shall feed them.
Read on.
And shall lead them unto living fountains of waters. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
Man, I can't wait for that day, man. Shucks. Okay, let's go back to Exodus. But this another account of the Lamb feeding us, man, with the living waters, man. The only way we'll be able to understand this book is if we got the Holy Spirit, man. Right? Holy meaning separate, spirit, we know what spirit means, right? A living power, right? Or a living soul. Where we at?
Verse 5, 16 and 5. Exodus 16 and verse 5. And it shall come to pass that on the 6th day they shall prepare that which they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather daily.
Why? Because the Sabbath is coming near.
Right. You got on Friday, you gotta actually collect and get your things for the Shabbat, man. That you gotta double up on that day. Right. And Moses and Aaron said unto all the children of Israel, at even, then ye shall know that Yahweh hath brought you out from the land of Egypt.
So at the night of at the morning of the Shabbat, which is the night of Friday, right? You're gonna know.
Man, how many times do they gotta know, man? You know? Most I keep telling them this, I'm gonna do this, then you gonna know. I'm gonna do this, then you gonna know. Hey, how many times do they gotta know, man? Come on.
Hey, right quick, bro. Put tag that message that Hebrew Israelites just put up at the end. Man, that's powerful right there, bro. Because we're gonna need the Most High in that day. You know what I mean? We're gonna need the Most High in that day, man, to be like to make us as Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego in that day, man. Right? You could drop it out.
That's right. All praises. Reading on.
6.
Yeah, and Moses and Aaron said unto all the children of Israel at even, that ye shall know that Yahweh hath brought you out from the land of Egypt. And in the morning, then ye shall see the glory of Yahweh, for that he heareth your murmurings against Yahweh. And what are we that ye murmur against us? Right? Moses and Aaron's like, hey man, you ain't really murmuring or complaining against us, man. You complaining against the Most High at this point. You know, who are we? You're talking about the Most High, man, right? Hey, and Moses said, this shall be when Yahweh shall give you in the evening flesh to eat, and in the morning bread to the full, for that the Lord heareth your murmurings, which ye murmur against him. And what are we? Your murmurings are not against us, but against Yahweh.
That's right. Read on.
And Moses spake unto Aaron, say unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, come near before Yahweh, for he hath heard your murmurings. And it came to pass.
Hey, Salakia, Abanawi Yahweh about to tell them about themselves. You understand? Right? Read.
And it came to pass, as Aaron spake unto the whole congregation of the children of Israel, that they looked toward the wilderness, and behold, the glory of Yahweh appeared in the cloud. Right. Right. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel.
Hey, Salakia.
Go ahead, Salaki.
He hear every thought, bro. If they're murmuring, they're like, hey, I don't think that, you should be. You feel them? Y'all can't barely hear me, man. He was hearing it. Yahweh was hearing it loud and clear, man. So make sure y'all watch what y'all do inside y'all brain and all that side business that y'all got going on, right? Bring your art to your brother, man, and then bring your art to the Most High and fast and ask him what the deal is, right? Read on.
And real quick, man,
Yeah,
I
go
was
ahead.
watching the video on KRS-One, right? He was talking to the audience and all of that. And he was
Powerful
like,
brother.
yeah, right. He was like, hey, say the word Sprite, right? If it's Sprite, I think it was Sprite, right? He said, say
Yeah.
Sprite. But he said, don't utter it out your lips. Say it in your mind. It said 1, 2, 3. Everybody says Sprite in their mind. He was like, what voice is that? Right? Hey man, that's the voice.
Oh,
That's the voice the Most High hears, man.
he's
That's
kind.
that's what the Most High is hearing. Because before you utter it out your mouth, it got to come in your mind first. Hey man, that's your spirit, and the Most High
Yeah.
can see that, man. He can hear that thing, man.
It goes in the belly first, man.
Con, right? Yeah, that's powerful brother right there. Con, all
Yeah,
praises.
that's a powerful brother, man. Yeah, I love KRS-One, man.
Con, right?
He know
Right.
the deal.
Uh-huh. Reading on. 13. Salakia.
12.
Yeah, 12. I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel. Speak unto them, saying, at even ye shall eat flesh, and in the morning ye shall be filled with bread, and ye shall know that I am the Lord your God. Right? He's
Hey,
our power, man.
Salaki, he could have struck him down right there, man, for blaspheming the Holy Spirit, man. Right?
Con,
And the Holy Spirit ain't even come on the scene yet. But he could have, hey man, he could have struck him down right there. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 14. Right? Because every secret thing gonna be brought into judgment, man. And
con,
that's what that goes with these murmurings, man, with these little sidebars you have in your brain, man, about a brother, man, or about a sister, man. I need to watch what you thinking about, man. You only could think about. I heard, I mess with the brother, but now that he's a pastor, I don't really mess with him much because he's lying to the people. But this guy named Eric Thomas, right? He said, man, you can't think of two thoughts at the same time. So how you get rid of one thought is by thinking another thought, man. Make sure y'all remember that thing. Read.
con. That's right. That's right. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 14, man. A classic, right? For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Period. Point blank, man. Cut and dry. Let's go back.
Con,
And you don't even got to explain that.
that's playing upon tables right there.
Let that
You
sit in
know?
your spirit. You know what I mean?
Right.
13.
Con. And it came to pass that at Slakia, Exodus chapter 16 to 13. And it came to pass that at even the quails came up and covered the camp. And in the morning, the dew lay around about the host, right?
So we can eat quail. All right. We can eat the bird called the quail. All right.
Con.
Read.
And when the dew that lay was gone up, behold, upon the face of the wilderness there lay a small round thing, as small as the hoarfrost on the ground.
Talking about that dew, right? Talking about that dew, that hoarfrost, right?
Con. And when the
Matter of
children
fact, matter of fact, go
of
grab that right
Israel,
quick. Go grab that right quick. Hoarfrost.
what am I grabbing? Hoarfrost. Okay,
Hoarfrost.
yeah, I'll pull it up. I gotta close the screen out real quick then.
Con.
Real quick. Yeah, I got you.
I
Yeah, I
know it's
looked into that
tedious.
thing, man.
I know it's
I
tedious
looked
and
into it.
this live is kind of long, but we got to go into certain things, man, so we could get an understanding of what he's talking about. And I got a strong feeling, that a hoarfrost is about the size of of a nickel or something. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, what the so-called Catholics be putting into their church, right?
Con, this hoarfrost right here, right?
Hoarfrost. You see what I'm saying? Like them little sickles that you get on your tree when it's cold outside and it rain, right? Hoarfrost.
Uh-huh.
So
That's
you
right. That's
see,
right.
led to believe it was big enough to where you could actually like pull it off the blade of grass. You know what I mean?
Or frost on the ground right here.
Right here. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Con. And real
Yeah.
quick, let me show y'all what a quail is. Small little fat bird that can't really move like that.
It's like them little the hens.
uh-huh.
It's like a
Con.
chicken hen.
Little thing right there. Yeah, con. That's
And,
a
and
quail right there.
and Israel was wicked, man. Right? We're gonna read into it, man. Israel was wicked.
Con. Let me show y'all the morning dew too. Y'all know that morning dew, man, at 4:30 a.m. Like, you know,
That
right?
ice that's on the ground.
Uh-huh.
You know what I
Bam,
mean?
right there, man.
There
You know?
you go. A little bit of water that's always on everything. You just wash your car, but for some reason, the Most High wanted to make dew come up the off of the ground.
Con. Hey, that thing be for the bugs, man. You know, the creeping things.
Yeah, it's a little bath going on. He got a little bath going.
He covered in that thing, man. Damn. Most High is so magnificent, man. Look at his work, man. All praises to
Yeah.
Most High Yahweh Bashim outside, man.
I don't know, but after I wash my car, he could hold out on that dew sometimes, man.
God. Hey, that's the water for the hummingbird. See
Hey,
that?
man.
All praises, all praise. Let's get out of there.
For
Con.
sure.
Con, verse 15. Let me read that one more time. And when the dew that was was gone up, behold, upon the face of the wilderness there lay a small round thing, as small as the hoarfrost on the ground. And when the children of Israel saw it, they said one to another, it is manna, right? Manna, for they wist not what it was. And Moses said unto them, this is the bread, right, which Yahweh hath given you to eat. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So matter of
I
fact,
got a precept on it, but let's continue.
it don't go into what I was gonna bring out. I thought I was jumping the gun here, but I guess I'm not. So right here, basically, manna simply just means what is it, right? That's what
Yeah.
like manna, manna. Like what is it? I don't know what it is. That's why they call it that.
Okay.
It is called
Con.
what is it, right? Verse 16. This is the thing which Yahweh hath commanded. Gather up it every man according to his eating, an omer for every man, according to the number of your persons. Take ye every man for them which are in his tents. And the children of Israel did so, and gathered some more, some less. Right? Hey, because you have some of them have bigger families, some of them was probably just them alone, you know. So hey, the families they get a little more. If you don't have a big family like that, hey, you got to take what's available for you, what's good for you, you know, what's efficient for you. There we go. I'll use that word. And when they did meet it with an omer, he had gathered much. He that gathered much had nothing over, and he that gathered little had no lack. They gathered every man according to his eating. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And Moses said, let no man leave of it till the morning.
These Negroes, right? These
Uh-huh.
Negroes didn't listen. Read.
Notwithstanding, they hearkened not unto Moses, but some of them left of it until the morning.
Why?
And
Because they
it
wanted
bred.
to wake up. They wanted to wake up because the bread was good. It was sweet. You know, it was nice. It was real good bread. So they wanted to wait till the morning so they could eat it again. Early in the morning, wake up through the night. You know, they wanted to eat it
Mhm.
again. So, but not knowing that they was gonna get some more. You feel what I'm saying? The next day, right? So, but keep going. I got a precept on 20.
Con. And it bred worms and stank. And
Mm-hmm.
Moses was wroth with them.
Mm-hmm. He was mad as hell because now I gotta smell it. You know what I mean? Y'all done did this, man. I told y'all better, and now I gotta smell it. Go to the book of Romans, chapter 20, chapter 10, verse 21.
The book of Romans, chapter 10, and verse 21. But to Israel he saith, all day long I have stretched forth my hands
Oh,
unto a disobedient and gainsaying people.
Hey, man, simple as that. That's why. Because Israel is a disobedient and a gainsaying people, man. What is gainsaying? Right? Trying to put smut on another man's name for to raise themselves up, man. Right? That's why he had in number 16, that's why he had to put them to death, man. Because they was gainsaying and they disobedient, man. They couldn't listen to a simple thing like, hey, take what you need and don't leave none up to the morning. Hey, man, I don't care if I'm full. Every 10 seconds, every 2 minutes, I'm going to eat a little bit more, eat a little bit more. So that way I'm listening to the Most High when I don't have none left until morning, man.
That's right. That's right. Verse 21. Exodus 16 and 21. And they gathered it every morning, every man according to his eating. And when the sun waxed hot, it melted. And it came to pass that on the 6th day, they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omers for one man. And all the rulers of the congregation came and told Moses. And he said unto them, this is that which Yahweh have said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto Yahweh. Bake that which ye shall bake today, and seethe that ye will seethe, and that which remaineth over lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
So this is the precept that lets us know that we can't be baking and we can't be boiling or frying on the Shabbat day, right? Now, you could use your grace how you will, you know what I mean? But it's not expedient for you to use your grace, right? For this, when you could have did that thing beforehand, right? So, but yeah, you know, the Lord don't want you to starve on the Shabbat day, but make sure you prepare, man. On Thursday, you should be already be preparing for Friday when you get off of work, or your rib should be preparing the food from morning until when the sun is about to go down. So make sure y'all not cooking, right, or baking on the Shabbat day.
That's right.
Read.
Verse 24. And they laid it up till the morning as Moses bade, and it did not stink, neither was there any worm therein.
Why? Because this time is a specific reason, because you can't cook or bake on the Shabbat day, right? So this time the Lord said, oh, it's not going to stink, you know, going into the morning, right? On that 6th day, going into the Shabbat day, it's not going to stink that morning because it's a holy day unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
That's right. That's right. By the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man, he gonna make sure that it's not gonna rot for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you're trying to keep that diligence and keeping that commandment of the Shabbat.
That's right.
Verse 25. And Moses said, eat that today, for today is the Shabbat unto Yahweh. Today ye shall not find it in the field.
There ain't gonna be no food out there, so you need to buy all your stuff, cook all your stuff, everything like that before the start of the Shabbat.
6 days ye shall gather it, but on the 7th day, which is the Shabbat, in it there shall be none.
So that's why we can't buy and sell on the Shabbat day.
Because literally there ain't supposed to be nothing. You're supposed to put in your mind like, okay, it's Shabbat, you know, there's nothing at the store, man. Tell yourself that, man.
Hey,
there ain't nothing there, you know. There ain't no food there, so why am I gonna go on the Shabbat? You know, put that in your spirit.
But now I'm not telling you if your baby is out of milk and your rib milk dried up because she want to be rebellious and not damn feed the baby breast milk, not to go to the store and get your baby some damn milk. Right. But if you could stall your baby out and blend up some food, you know, and feed the little baby something, you know, then do that. And that night go ahead and grab your milk. But it's all on you how you want to weigh in the balance on your grace, man.
And another thing I want to address too, right? Sirach 38 says, honor the physician with the honor due unto him, for the uses which ye may have of him. For Yahweh hath created him. Verse 2, for the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king. The skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in abomination. Verse 4, Yahweh hath created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. Right? So, hey, man, if you going through any type of medical conditions and things like that, man, and you're required to eat and while you take your pills, or drink some water while you take your pills and all this stuff, hey, man, don't deny the physician, right? That's for your health. If
Right.
you have to do that, man, that's because the Most High has
That's
ordained
grace.
these physicians that help you in that way, man. You know,
That's grace.
you don't want to die. Oh, I can't buy nothing, man. Then you die the next day, man. Don't do that. It's not
It's
wise.
not it's not evil to do good on the Shabbat day.
Right, con. That's right. That's right. That's right.
That don't mean go buy a whole bunch of sandwiches and prepare sandwiches and go feed it to the damn homeless, right? But that means it's not evil to do good on the Shabbat day, right? Read on.
Con.
We're gonna
Verse
try to get
27.
through this thing. We're gonna try to get through this thing a little quick now, so we ain't gonna be stopping that much, YASHARAHLA.
Con. Yeah, all praise for y'all enduring the live, man. Y'all up in here though. Y'all staying diligent in the live, man. People usually come and leave, but man, all praises, man, and peace and blessings to y'all. For real.
Yeah, for real.
All right, where we at? 28. It's 27.
Con.
Yeah. And it came to pass that there went out some of the people on the Shabbat day, right? For to gather, and they found none. And Yahweh said unto Moses, how long refuse ye to keep my commandments and my
Hey,
laws? Hey, man, he's telling that to
that
Moses. Like, man, how long y'all, man? You in charge of them. Like,
yeah, he
you
he
know?
vexed. He vexed, bro, for real. Like we
Uh,
read earlier, he said basically, why you talking to me? Right? Verse 15 in Exodus chapter 14 and verse 15. And the Lord said unto Moses, wherefore criest thou unto me? Speak unto the children of Israel that they go forth, man. Hey, the Lord getting sick of it.
I put you in charge for that's like, man, you a manager, man, and the owner got to come down. Like, man, I put you in charge, man. What you doing? I got to come all the way from my house to the damn shop, man, because you don't know how to keep your employees in control, man. You know?
Uh, that's like Chief telling me, bidding me to do something. Like, let's say he bid us to do this service, and I just go off and do my own thing, man. That's off, man. The Lord see me for that, and He's gonna punish me for that.
Come on. That's right. That's right. Verse
Read.
29. See, for that Yahweh hath given you the Shabbat. Therefore he giveth you on the 6th day the bread of 2 days. Abide ye every man in his place. Let no man go out of his place on the Shabbat day. So the people rested on the Shabbat day. And the
Mm-hmm.
house of Yasharahla called the name thereof manna. And it was like coriander seed, white, and the taste of it was like wafers made with honey. And Moses said,
Con.
Khan, and
Get this precept for me right quick. My bad. I said I wasn't gonna go into too many more precepts, but this gotta come out because they got some people that tell you, you ain't supposed to go out your house on a Shabbat day, man. That's just not true. When Hamashiach came on the scene, he came with a doctrine that wasn't of his own, but was of the Most High. So, and he taught and went out on a Shabbat day and shook the hand and compelled people to come in, man. Right? Paul went and did that for 3 months at a time, 2 weeks at a time. So that not teaching on a Shabbat day or not going out on a Shabbat day or not using your car, to go on a Shabbat day, it's not off, but it's not all the way right either. You feel what I'm saying? Because we need to go out there on a Shabbat day and compel the people to come back, right? Get the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5 and verse 1.
this is Ecclesiastes chapter 5 and verse 1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools,
Con.
for they consider not that they do evil.
Con. So go to the book of First Corinthians, right, chapter 3, and verse number 16, I believe, or verse 9.
3 and 9. Con. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 9. For we are laborers together with the Most High. Ye are the Most High's husbandry. Ye are the Most High's building.
What we are?
The Most High's building.
So we are the house of God. We have to go out, right, as a body, right? Because we have to compel the children, man, and because we are the house of the Most High, man. So don't think you got to stay in your own house. We living in the house. So even when I'm on the road and I'm driving to you, guess what? Me and you, we in the same house. We're in the house of a Mashiach Yahushua, man. Right? Go to my bad. Give me a second.
Luke 4.
Nah, go to Matthew chapter 18 and verse 19. It's probably in Luke 4 too. But I just want to give an understanding on how we are the house of the Most High. So even if we're separated, we're the house of David. We're the house of the Most High. So no matter what, we're still in our house, even when we're traveling to go to the gathering, right? Read.
Oh, God. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 19. Slakia. Matthew 18 and 19. Salakia. Matthew 18 and 19. Again, I say unto you, that if two of you shall agree on earth as touching anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven.
Can I read on?
For where two or three are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them.
So just like we was reading in the other precept, the previous precept, we are in him, he's in us, and he's in the Most High, and we are helping to build the Most High's building, man. Right? Being that we are the temple, man. Right? So don't think when you leaving out of your house to go to the house of God that's a problem. That is not a problem, man. Right?
That's right.
Yahushua came on the scene, man, and preached that good gospel, that good doctrine, man. Right? Back to Exodus.
I got one more precept real quick. Gotta pull
All
that
right,
out,
all
man.
presence. All presence.
The icing on the cake right here. Luke chapter 4, the classic, right? Luke chapter 4 and verse 16. And he came to where he had been brought up. His custom was he went into the synagogue on the Shabbat day.
Hey, read it again. Now you kind of cut out a little bit.
Okay, Salaki. All right, this is Luke chapter 4 and verse 16. And he came to Nazareth where he had been brought up. And as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Shabbat day and stood up for to read. Right? Hey, man, he wasn't in his house, right? He left. He went to the synagogue, man.
They got this other doctrine where they said because Paul sat down in the synagogues, they basically saying, hey, you're supposed to sit down and teach on the Shabbat day, and you're supposed to be in the synagogue, not on the highway and byways, right? But hey,
Yeah,
man, if that's a stronghold for you, or if that offends you, then don't do it. Hey, but for us and our house, we're gonna serve the Lord.
That's right. Hey, man, the synagogue means chief house, man. We the house of the Most High, man. Let's go back.
Yeah, I'm sorry, the spirit moving, man. Salakia. Let's say the spirit moving, man. I got about an hour, about 50 minutes, man.
All right, we'll try to speed through this thing then a little bit. Where we at, Axelakia?
29.
Yeah, 31 was where we at, where we left off. Yeah, 32. Yeah, 32. And Moses said, "This is the thing which Yahweh commandeth. Fill an omer of it to be kept for your generations, that they may see the bread wherewith I have fed you in the wilderness, when I brought you forth from the land of Egypt." And Moses said
So
unto
so take some of it and put it to the side, man. Make more, make more later on, so we can know what happened. Like we all should have some of them damn wafers, sitting around the crib that them dirty ass Catholics have or some shit. Or we need to. My bad, my bad. That was a lot of profanity, Salakia Israel. But it's just like, they be vexing me sometimes, man, with that bull crap, right? That they be doing. But we need those little things as a memorial to say, hey, see that's something like what the Most High fed us up in the wilderness, right? Read.
And Moses said unto Aaron, "Take a pot and put an omer full of manna therein, and lay it up before Yahweh to be kept for your generations. As Yahweh commanded Moses, so Aaron laid it up before the testimony to be kept."
Khan. And this is a symbolic for what's to come, man, with the showbread.
And the children of Israel did eat manna 40 years, until they came to the land inhabited. They did eat manna until they came unto the borders of the land of Canaan. Now an omer is the 10th part of an ephah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, man, we got to get that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, let's not do it, but it was vexing me too.
Okay. An ancient Hebrew dry measure equivalent to a bushel. Right now, what's a bushel? A measure capacity equal to 64 U.S. pints. Right? Hey, man, they had to fill that thing up with manna, man. 64
Damn.
pints. 35 liters of it.
Half of it, yeah, Khan.
Right? Used for dry goods. Hey, they had to store that thing, man. Storage. That's what they did. Right? Real quick. Now, what's an omer? Let's get that, so we can get the proper understanding on the slide, man. Right?
So 10 parts of that 64.
Uh-huh. An omer, an ancient Israelite unit of dry measure, used in era temple of Jerusalem, also known as a isaron, right? Sheaves of wheat, one sheaf, one omer in dry volume. Yeah, it's just a way to count, a measure of something, right? An omer of manna, right? Put into the ephah, basically for storage. Yeah, you have 10 items. You're gonna put one away. That 10th part, you're gonna put that away for
Khan,
storage.
Khan, that's
Right?
right.
Exodus 17.
All that we
And
read is what we
all
do in
that
here.
we read, what we hear, and we do.
Khan.
Con. All that we read is what we do, and is what we hear and do.
Right, do in here. That's right.
Do and hear, Salakia. Gotta put that in my remembrance. I'm gonna meditate on that today, all day, man. Con.
Every time you end the chapter, that's how we salute out of the law.
Con. All right. Exodus 17. And all the congregation of the children of Israel journeyed from the wilderness of Sin after their journeys, according to the commandment of Yahweh, and pitched in Rephidim, and there was no water for the people to drink.
Mm-hmm.
Wherefore the people did chide with Moses, right? That means they strived with him, right? They strived and they contended with Moses. That's what chide means, contended or strived against him, right? And said, "Give us water that we may drink." And Moses said unto them, "Why chide ye with me? Wherefore do ye tempt Yahweh?" And the people thirsted there for water, and the people murmured against Moses, and said, "Wherefore is this that thou hast brought us up out of Egypt, to kill us and our children and our cattle with thirst?" Man, they going off again, man. Crybabies, man.
Khan.
Damn. And Moses cried unto Yahweh, saying, "What shall I do to this people? They be almost ready to stone me."
And they was ready to get with him.
Come. And Yahweh said unto Moses, Go on before the people, and take with thee of the elders of Israel, and thy rod, wherewith thou smotest the river. Take in thine hand, and go. Behold, I will stand before thee there upon the rock in Horeb, and thou shalt smite the rock, and there shall come water out of it, that the people may drink. And Moses did so in the sight of the elders of Israel.
Con. Hey, Salakia, I got a precept. Where we at right now?
17 and 6.
Damn it. All right, let's get Matthew chapter 23 and verse 29. 24.
Yeah, hold on. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 23, verse 24. Ye blind guides, which strain at a gnat and swallow a camel. Read on.
My bad, bro. 29.
Matthew 23 and 29.
Yeah.
Matthew 23 and 29. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because ye build the tombs of the prophets and garnish the sepulchres of the righteous,
The sepulchres of the righteous, right? Read on.
and say, if we had been in the days of our fathers, we would not have been partakers with them in the blood of the prophets.
What is it talking about, man? The just like what's happening up in Exodus, man, they was ready to pick up stones and stone Moses, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was telling them what to do in righteousness, right? But Israel want to be wicked, man. Right? That's all Israel want to do.
The same with Jeremiah too, man. They beat him up.
Yeah, right?
You know what I mean?
Go to 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 1.
1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils,
Read on.
speaking lies in hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron,
Read on.
forbidding to marry and commanding to abstain from meats, which God had created to be received with thanksgiving of them which believe and know the truth. For every creature of God is good, and nothing to be refused, if it be received with thanksgiving.
That's what I wanted. So, Salakia, you want to comment on that? I'm kind of going through it in my brain, man.
I don't got no comment on this one.
So basically, you know, their conscience was seared with that hot iron, man. Right? That's why they was trying to stone Moses, man, because he was giving them that good doctrine, but they didn't want it, man. They was trying to stay in darkness, right? So that's why they conscience was seared with a hot iron, man. But what we need to do, what we need to do is remember that which God had created to be received with thanksgiving, right? Let me see, verse 3, forbidden to marry and commanded to abstain from meats, right? Which Yahweh had created to be received with thanksgiving of them which believe and know the truth, man. So when Moses was getting at them and telling them what to do, they should have been, hey, man, the water, man, the water Yahweh, the water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, right? They should have been praising the Most High for what Moses was doing for them, right? Let's go back and read, man.
Exodus 17 in verse 5. No, Salakia. Right here, verse 10. Verse 9, Salakia. Salakia, my bad. Right here, right? So he told him to smite the rock. He smite the rock in Horeb, right? And there shall come water out of it that the people may drink. And Moses did in the sight of the elders of Israel. And he called the name of the place Massah and Meribah because of the chiding, right? The contending or the striving of the children of Israel. And because they tempted Yahweh, saying, is Yahweh among us or not?
Matthew 4 and 7.
God, that's wild, man. What you mean?
Yeah, come on.
That's
What's
why he said
wrong?
take the elders, man, because the elders understand, man. But y'all, man, y'all going off. This is Matthew 4 and 7. Yahweh Shah said unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt Yahweh thy power. Khan. That's it. Yeah, Khan? Or you want
Yeah,
to read
that's
the
it.
account?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
it.
Khan,
No.
Khan.
See, we're not supposed to tempt the Most High, man. Right?
Right. Khan. Verse 8. Exodus 17 and 8. Then came Amalek and fought with Israel in Rephidim. And Moses said unto Joshua, choose us out men and go out, fight with Amalek. Tomorrow, Salaki, read that again. And Moses said unto Joshua, choose us out men and go out, fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill with the rod of the Most High in my hand. So Joshua did as Moses and fought with Amalek. And Moses went up to the top of the hill. And it came to pass when
Hey,
Moses held up his hand
you
that
getting kind of
Israel
choppy.
prevailed.
You're getting kind of choppy. Read that again.
Con. Verse 10. So Joshua did as Moses had said to him and fought with Amalek. And Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill. And it came to pass when Moses held up his hand that Israel prevailed. And when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed. Right? But Moses' hands were heavy. And they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat thereon. And Aaron and Hur stayed up his hands, the one on the one side and the other on the other side.
Go
And
to
his hands were
Ecclesiastes. Go to Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 12 again, so we can understand what the hell is going on, man. We need brothers, man. Right? We need brothers, man.
oh man, I clicked this tab on. Got you. Ecclesiastes 4 and 12. And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him. And the threefold cord is not quickly broken.
So
Hey,
you
it was
got
in that.
Moses, you got Aaron, and you got her, man. Right? 3-4 cord, a 3 cord, right? 3 people, man. Two people holding up your hands, man. His hands was getting tired. His arms was getting tired.
That's right.
Go ahead.
The one on one side and the other on the other side. And his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. Man, hours, man. Hours. And Joshua discomfited Amalek, right? Discomfited would mean to weaken. They weakened him, right? And his people with the edge of the sword. And Yahweh said unto Moses.
Salakia. Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8. And read that message I just sent you too.
Con.
That's why I'm kind of vexed.
Con. This is Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
So that's what we doing now, man. And that's what Moses was doing, right? And that's and what all the prophets did, man. They prophesied against many countries and many kingdoms, man. So that's what we need to continue to do right now, and that's what Moses was doing, right? Let's read.
Con. Going back, right? And Yahweh said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua. For I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. And Moses built an altar and called the name of it Yahweh Nisi. Right? For he said, because Yahweh has sworn that Yahweh will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Khan,
Con,
that's still gonna come to pass too, because look, Amalek is still here. So this is a prophecy right here. For I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven.
con. All that we read is what we do and hear, right?
All that we read is what we do and we hear. Khan. So let's move on to the next one.
Yeah. And we're gonna read the
Khan.
16th. Oh my bad. That was 17, huh? All
Yeah, that
praises.
was it.
All praises, man. We made it through.
Khan,
Made it
Khan.
through, man. Judges.
Yeah, Khan, I'm here right now. Khan, all praises. Y'all still up in here, man. All praise to the Most High. Y'all watching me outside. Hey, man, we all we got, man. You know,
That's right,
Christian
man.
churches ain't teaching us this stuff, man. We got to study diligently ourselves, man. You know, study to show ourselves approved unto the Most High, not men, right?
That's
Rightly
correct.
dividing the word of truth. Khan, all right. You there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Khan. All right, this is Judges chapter 4 and verse 4. Hey, man, y'all gonna love this, man. Khan, if y'all ain't read Judges, man, get into it, man. It's pretty deep, man. All right. So Judges chapter 4 verse 4. And Deborah, a prophetess, the wife of Lapidoth, she judged Israel at the time. And she dwelt under the palm tree of Deborah between Ramah and Bethel in Mount Ephraim. And the children of Israel came up to her for judgment. Right? She was a righteous judge in Israel, man, you know. And she sent and called Barak, the son of Abinoam, out of Kadesh Naphtali, right? Kadesh would mean holy city. So what it's saying here, out of the holy city of Naphtali, right? Because they had their own lot in that part of the land at the time, right? Kadesh Naphtali. And said unto him, have not Yahweh, the power of Israel, commanded, saying, go and draw toward Mount Tabor, and take with thee 10,000 men of the children of Naphtali and of the children of Zebulun? And I will draw unto thee to the river Kishon Sisera, the captain of Jabin's army, with his chariots and his multitude, and I will deliver him into thine hand. Right? And Barak said unto her, if thou wilt go with me, then I will go. But if thou wilt not go with me, then I will not go. It's like, hey man, I'm trying to go when you go, right?
Con.
And she said, I will surely go with thee, notwithstanding the journey that thou takest shall not be for thine honor. For Yahweh shall sell Sisera into the hand of a woman, and Deborah, right, to the hand of a woman. So he's saying, hey man, you have your own journey that you got to take. We're gonna meet up later on. Don't worry about that. But you have your own path that you have to make right now, right? For Yahweh shall sell Sisera into the hand of a woman. And Deborah arose and went with Barak to Kadesh, right? And Barak called Zebulun and Naphtali to Kadesh. And he went up with 10,000 men at his feet. And Deborah went up with him, right? Now Heber, check this out, y'all. Pay attention. Watch this. Now Heber, the Kenite, which was of the children of Hobab, the father-in-law of Moses, right? Hobab is another name for Jethro, right? That is Jethro right there, right? Hobab is Jethro, the father-in-law of Moses. had severed himself from the Kenites, right? Hey, he was a Kenite, man. He's a Midianite, right? But he severed himself from them and went and did his own thing. This is what he did. And pitched his tent unto the plain of Zanaim, which is by Kadesh. He had his own little spot over there, man. It's like, hey, I'm finna leave the Kenites. I ain't dealing with them. I'm finna go put my own little tent over here, right? And they showed Sisera that Barak, the son of Abinoam, was gone up to Mount Tabor, right? Because look, man, the Kenites, right, and the Canaanites, they were cool with each other. You know what I'm saying? So Heber, he showed Sisera, hey yo, Barak and the son of Abinoam, hey, he's up on Mount Tabor, right? Verse 13. And Sisera gathered together all his chariots, even 900 chariots of iron, and all the people that were with him from Harosheth of the Gentiles unto the river of Kishon, right? These are Canaanite kings over here. And Deborah said unto Barak, up, for this is the day which the Lord hath delivered Sisera into thine hand. Is not Yahweh gone out before thee? So Barak went down from Mount Tabor, and 10,000 men after him. And Yahweh discomfited Sisera, right? He weakened him, and all his chariots and all his host with the edge of the sword before Barak. Hey, before they can get to Barak, right? Hey, the Most High he already weakened them, right? And it's going to show you later how he weakened them. So that Sisera lighted down off his chariot and fled away on his feet. But Barak pursued after the chariots and after the host unto Harosheth of the Gentiles. And all the host of Sisera fell upon the edge of the sword, and there was not a man left. Hey, man, Most High destroyed all his army even before Sisera and his chariots of iron and all his men could even get to Barak. The Most High already destroyed him, right? Until there was not a man left. Howbeit, Sisera, right? He's the only one that survived that, though. His men all got destroyed, but Sisera survived, right? Check this out. Fled away on his feet to the tent of Jael, the wife of Heber, the Kenite. Because remember, Sisera and all his companions and Jabin and all his army, these Canaanites, right? They were cool with the Kenites. So Sisera fled and went into Jael, who was the wife of Heber the Kenite, right? For there was peace between Jabin the king of Hazor, Slakia, and the house of Heber the Kenite, right? They was cool with each other. That's why Sisera went to go seek shelter at Jael, right? The wife of Heber in their tent. And Jael went out to meet Sisera and said unto him, turn in, my lord, turn in to me, fear not. And when he had turned in unto her into the tent, she covered him with the mantle. She was like, hey, yo, come in my tent, come in my tent. Sisera ran up in there after the Most High just destroyed his army, He went to go seek shelter at their tent. Why? Because they're cool with the Canaanites. They're friends with the Canaanites, right? The Kenites, right? And he said unto her, give me, I pray thee, a little water to drink, for I am thirsty. And she opened a bottle of milk and gave him to drink and covered him. Why? Because check this out, man. She's operating in the spirit, right? She's using wisdom right here. She didn't just give him milk. She didn't just give him water. She gave him milk. Why? Because milk is gonna make you slothful. Milk's gonna put you to bed, man. It's gonna make you relaxed and make you want to take a nap or something, man. Just like babies, right? Come on. Verse 20. Again he said unto her, stand in the door of the tent, and it shall be when any man doth come and inquire of thee, and say, is there any man here? Thou shalt say no. It's like, hey, yo, stand out there, man. If anybody comes looking for me, tell them I'm not here, right? Bam. Then Jael, Heber's wife, took a nail of the tent and took an hammer in her hand and went softly unto him and smote the nail into his temples. Woo!
Mm-hmm.
On that Judas spirit right there,
Mm-hmm.
and fastened it into the ground. For he was fast asleep and weary, right? Because that milk made him fast asleep and weary, man. If he drank some water, man, he would still been up and alert, like, hold on, they after me, you know what I'm saying? But nah, man, that milk put him to sleep, man. He
Yep.
was weak,
She
so
had a
he
big,
died.
she had a big old nail, man. That nail went in from this side. It was a nail that they used
A tent peg.
to stay the tent, right?
Yeah,
So that
tent
thing
pegs,
went
man. Come on.
all the way through to the other side, and his head was fastened into the ground. You gotta like think and picture these things, man, when it happened.
Come on, that's right. Right? So he died, right? He was as fast asleep and weary, so he died. And behold, as Barak pursued Sisera, Jael came out to meet him. So Barak, like, hey, hold on. I'm chasing after this dude, sir. Where'd he go? Right? So Jael come out the tent, like, hold on, right? And said unto him, come, and I will show thee the man whom thou seekest. And when he came into her tent, behold, Sisera lay dead, and the nail was in his temples, man. Right here, bam, just smack, bam. Ooh, hey,
Man,
man, that's a horrible death, man.
out of
Right?
here.
Right. So God subdued
Yeah,
on
out of
that
here.
day Jabin, the king of Canaan, before the children of Israel. Right. So basically, after Sisera lay dead, because he was the governor, right? He was a governor following the orders after Jabin, the king of Canaan, right? But that same day, hey, the Most High put it into his state too, right? And the
God.
hand of the children of Israel prospered and prevailed against Jabin, the king of Canaan, until they had destroyed Jabin, king of Canaan, right? So, hey, the Most High, hey, what did Deborah say at the beginning, though? Let's see what she said at the beginning. Let's go back up, right? Right here. Um, verse right here. And I will draw unto thee in the river Kishon Sisera, the captain of Jabin's army, with his chariots and his multitudes, and I will deliver him into thine hand.
Stop making a mess and eat. Salaki. You was looking for
Let's
verse
go. Hold on.
9?
Nah, it's at the beginning. Real quick. Let me see. Right.
We started at 4, so
Okay, here comes right here. Okay, yes, it's right. It's verse 9, I believe. Yeah, right here. For Yahweh shall sell Sisera into the hand of a woman. Right? Hey, that was Deborah prophesying, you know?
prophesied.
Right. She prophesied like, hey, the Most High is gonna deliver him into a hand of a woman, right? And go back down. Hey, Jael put that nail through his temple, man.
Yep.
So that's why she's considered a prophetess. Khan. Right, man. And we destroyed the king of Canaan in that time too. Man, powerful, man. Judges 4, man. Right. Now we on verse 5, chapter 5. Then sang Deborah and Barak, the son of Abinoam, on that day, saying, praise ye Yahweh for the avenging of Israel, when the people willingly offered themselves, right?
Mm.
Hear, O ye kings, give ear, O ye princes. I, even I, will sing unto Yahweh. I will sing praise to Yahweh, God of Israel, right? Hey, man, we giving the Most High all praise, honor, and glory in that time, man. Even today, man, you got to keep doing that, you
Mm-hmm.
know? Yahweh, when thou wentest out of Seir, when thou marchest out of the field of Edom, the earth trembled, and the heavens dropped. The clouds also dropped water. The mountains melted from before Yahweh, even that Sinai from before Yahweh, Elohim of Israel, right? The power of
Mm-hmm.
Israel. In the days of Shamgar, the son of Anath, in the days of Jael, the highways were unoccupied, and the travelers walked through byways, right? Hey, man, in that time, man, you had to watch where you was going and go in certain path. We can't go that way, man. We might get destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but guess what, man? Now everything's clear up. You can go. You free to go as you want, because these depressing nations ain't around, man. We just destroyed Jabin, the king of Canaan, man. Right? The inhabitants of the villages ceased. They ceased in Israel until that I, Deborah, arose. That I arose a mother in Israel. Hey, man. She was a mother to the children of Israel, man. She was there for them, man. Where her whole heart, soul, spirit, glory to the Most High, praise to all of that, man. She was really a mother for Israel, man. She was really there for us, man, in that time. All right.
Con.
Con. So the water for Deborah, man. For real. All praise to the Most High for putting her in place, man. Verse 8. They chose new gods, then was war in the gate. Then was war in the gates. Was there a shield or spear seen among 40,000 in Israel? Right? Hey, because at that time, man, we was vulnerable. We felt abandoned. But she stepped up to the plate, you know? My heart is toward the governors of Israel, right? Deborah's heart is toward the leaders of Israel, right? That offered themselves willingly among the people. Just like the same with Moses, how he went up to the water, Mount Horeb to strike the water. He brought the elders of Israel, man. Because once you built up spiritually in this thing, man, you're gonna harden yourself to not fold, man. That's why you gotta. That's why he brought the elders, and that's why she gave honor to the governors of Israel, man. Her heart was towards them because they willingly offered themselves. Like, man, we're gonna die for the people, man, on that Maccabee spirit, you know.
Con.
Verse 10. Speak, ye that ride on white asses, ye that sit in judgment and walk by the way. They that are delivered from the noise of the archers in the places of drawing water. Hey, man, you deliver from the sounds of war and all these things, man. And the places where you're inhabiting at, man. You know, drawing water. There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of Yahweh go down to the gates.
Con. Precept right quick.
Khan.
Salakia. I'm trying to find it, man. You know that precept where it says he should come riding on a white ass, and his name is righteous and true or something like that.
Revelation 19?
It's in
Yeah,
Revelation.
yeah, yeah. 19 Revelation 19:11.
Kind of get that for me.
Khan, I got it. All right, this Revelation chapter 19 and verse 11. It reads, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war.
Verse 10 on in Judges.
Come, and verse 10 reads, speak, ye that ride on white asses, ye that sit in judgment and walk by the way.
So the white asses, guess what? Is people that's walking in the judgment with strength, right? That keep that is pure, right? White meaning pure. So it says, speak ye that ride on white asses, right? That sit on strength, right? With purity, right? Ye that sit in judgment. So, hey, through the spirit, you know what I mean? That's Hamashiach Yahushua and his angels that he give charge over the earth, man. You know what I mean? Which is us. We're his angels that he give charge over the earth, right? Plus the actual angels. So remember that thing, that them white asses, the white ass is a pure, somebody that's pure in strength, man. Which is keeping the commandments and judging righteous judgment.
That's right, that's right. Bring it out. Come. Reading on. Judges 5 and 12. Awake, awake, Deborah, awake, awake. Utter a song, arise, Barak, and lead thy captivity captive, thou son of Abinoam. Take hold of your congregation, you know. Then he made him that remaineth have dominion over the nobles among the people. Yahweh made me have dominion over the mighty. Hey, she was in charge, man. You know, out of Ephraim was there a root of them against Amalek. After thee, Benjamin, among thy people, it's like out of Ephraim was there a root of them against Amalek. After thee, Benjamin, among thy people, right? Out of Machir came down governors, right? Hey, Machir is another name for Manasseh, right? So y'all can get to understand it. Machir is Manasseh, right? The tribe of Manasseh, right? So you don't get confused. Oh, what's Machir? Hey, that's the tribe of Manasseh right there, right? Came down governors, and out of Zebulun they sat they that handle the pen of the writer, and the princes of Issachar were with Deborah, even Issachar, and also Barak. He was sent on foot into the valley. For the divisions of Reuben, there were great thoughts of heart. Hey, man, Reuben and them, they just were thinking of what they wanted to do, man. You know, oh, so we if they don't got no divides or they don't got no spoils, man, we ain't going. They was thinking in their own mind, man. All right. Why abodest thou among the sheepfolds to hear the bleatings of the flocks? For the divisions of Reuben there were great searchings of heart. Gilead abode beyond Jordan. And Gilead, just so y'all get the understanding right, this is the tribe of Gad right here. Gilead is the tribe of Gad. Abode beyond Jordan. And why did Dan remain in ships? Asher continued on the seashore and abode in his breeches, right? So basically, hey man, some of these tribes didn't even come and help them, man. They was going to war against them. Hey, they wanted to do what they wanted to do, man. Right? And I got a list right here that I wrote down through the spirit, right here. So these are the tribes that helped Deborah, right? It would be Ephraim, Benjamin, Issachar, Zebulun, Naphtali, Manasseh, and yeah, that's it. The 6 tribes, right? They helped Deborah. The ones that did not come and help, right, would be Reuben, Dan, Asher, and Gad, man. Right? Those are the 10 tribes, man. 4 of these tribes they stayed, but 6 of the tribes came to help, man. Right? Let's keep reading. Zebulun and Naphtali were a people that jeoparded their lives unto death in the high places of the field. Hey man, they was in the heart of the battlefield, man. They was right on the front lines. The kings came and fought, then fought the kings of Canaan in Tanakh by the waters of Megiddo. They took no gain of money, right? We didn't even take nothing from them. You didn't have to pay us for none of that, man. We went and did that through the spirit, right? That's why they went to battle, through the spirit. They fought from heaven. The stars in their courses fought against Sisera, right? Hey, man, even the heavens were against them, man. That's why when we read back in Judges 4, it said the Most High went out before Barak and destroyed Sisera, man. You know, the heavens was against them at that time, you know. The river of Kishon swept them away. That ancient river, the river Kishon, oh my soul, thou hast trodden down strength. Then were the horse hoofs broken by the means of
Not yet. Finish.
the prantings of their mighty ones, right? And these horses was stomping all over the ground, man. You know, curse ye Maraz, said the angel of Yahweh. Curse ye bitterly the inhabitants thereof, right? Maraz would be known as a place of refuge, right? The place of refuge where some of the Israelites were dwelling in. Oh, you know what, man? We ain't gonna go to war, man. We just gonna stay here, man. You know, hey, they say, curse ye, Maraz, right? The place of refuge. Saith the angel of Yahweh, curse ye bitterly the inhabitants thereof, because they came not to the help of Yahweh, to help Yahweh against the mighty. Hey, the mighty was these strong forces, you know, of the Canaanite armies, the heathen armies, man, that was fighting against. You know, Sisera, Jabin, the Canaanite, his army, all these Canaanite nations, man, Amalek, right? Hey, man, they didn't come to help us. Verse 24, blessed above women shall Jael, the wife of Heber the Canaanite be. Blessed shall
Mm-hmm.
she be above women in the tent. Hey, man, y'all let the women got more spirit and heart than y'all out there, and y'all just want to stay in these refuge cities, man. Reuben, Dan, Asher, and Gad, man. Y'all just want to go stay over there, man. Right? He asked water, and she gave him milk. She brought forth butter in a lordly dish.
Mm.
She put her hand to the nail, and her right hand to the workman's hammer, and with the hammer she smote Sisera. She smote
Con.
off his head when she had pierced and stricken through his temples.
Mm-hmm.
At her feet he bowed, right? Because she was offering him these things, so she was like, he accepted her in a bowing manner, you know what I'm saying? Basically
In
became
respect.
vulnerable to her. Yeah, he
Yeah.
became vulnerable to her, right? Because he trusted her. He fell. He lay down at her feet. He bowed, right? Because he was vulnerable. It's like, yeah, help me, give me some water. You know, I'm giving myself to you, right? And then what happens? He fell where he bowed. There he fell down dead. Hey, man, you were so vulnerable. You got smoten dead, man, by the feet at the feet of Jael.
Yeah. So you gotta
You
watch. Hey,
know,
man, on the right hand side, you gotta watch them, man. You gotta watch these women, man, how they move. Because to be honest, man, a lot of times they're here to be a thorn in our side. So you got to watch it, and then you got to make sure when something is off, you move in a correct manner, man. Right? Because
con.
that's how he got overtaken because he allowed her to get too close.
That's right. That's right.
That's like when you
If not
tell
that, ooh,
Salaki, that's like when you tell your girl too many of your secrets. Eventually she might bring out one of them secrets to hurt you, man. So you have to watch that thing, man.
con. That's right. That's right. All right, reading on. Verse 28. The mother of Sisera looked out at a window and cried through the lattice. Why is his chariot so long in coming? Why tarry the wheels of his chariot? Hey, man. Sisera's mother's like, oh, man, what's taking him so long? I wonder where my baby's at. You over there wiping the dish, looking out the window, birds flying by. I wonder where my son is. Hey, he ain't coming back. He dead. you know?
Con,
29. Her wise ladies answered her. Yea, she returned answer to
all
herself. Have they not sped? Have they not divided the prey? To every man a damsel or two? To Sisera a prey of diverse colors? Like, hey man, they didn't go out there. They didn't accomplish their mission. Are they taking the spoils? Are they bringing them back? Like, what's going on? Like, they should be back by now, right? A prey of diverse colors of needlework, on both sides, meet for the next of them that take the spoil, right? Because hey man, they getting clothes ready, like, hey man, this is your new garment for your accomplishment in your war, man. Sisera's mother and her companions were getting things ready. Oh yeah, here's your new suit. Hey, we're making things and gifts for y'all because y'all bringing back the spoils. So let all thine enemies perish, O Yahweh, but let them that love him be as the sun when he goeth forth in his might. Right? You're that brightness. You're that example. Mm, yeah. But let them that love him be as the sun when he goeth forth in his might, and the land had rest 40 years. Khan. All that we read and what we hear is what we do.
we don't read that. We don't say that on these. Not on the
Khan, only
prophets or the gospel. Only
the
on the
Torah.
law. Only on the law.
Khan.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's powerful, man. That's powerful.
But for sure, man, these testimonies we keep near and dear to our heart because it help us on our walk and it help us with understanding. To know how to move in certain situations.
Uh, all right. Last of the portion right here, y'all. All praises. Let's get this account real quick, man, so we get this understanding in the gospel. Matthew 14 and verse 22. And it reads, and straightway Yahushua constrained his disciples to get into a ship and to go before him unto the other side, while he sent the multitudes away. Right? Hey, because this is after he broke the bread and gave all the multitudes, was it what, 5,000, not 6,000? This is up here. Right? No, that's going into John. Well, yeah, this is after they broke the bread with the fish and they multiplied the bread and fish for the multitudes, right? He sent the disciples on a ship, and then he sent the multitudes away, right? And this is what he did after that. It's like you, right? And when he had sent the multitudes away, he went up into a mountain apart to pray. And when the evening was come, he was there alone. But the ship was now in the midst of the sea, tossed with waves, for the wind was contrary. And in the fourth watch of the night, Yahushua went unto them walking on the sea. Right? Hey, the fourth watch, that's dawn. That's dawn time, right? And because we used to always have 3 watches of the night, but until the Romans came into power, man, they had a new time system, things they put in place for the people. So the fourth watch would be dawn, right? Yahushua went unto them walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, it is a spirit. And they cried out for fear, right? But straightway Yahushua spake unto them, saying, be of good cheer. It is I, be ye not afraid.
Con.
And Peter answered him and said, Master, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee on the water.
Con. So this is another thing where we're going in on faith, man. So this week's Torah portion is heavy on faith, man. So that's why he's saying, hey, look, that's why we get in this account right here. Come on to me, man. Let's see where your faith lies. Is your faith of the world, right? Is your faith of this water, or is your faith of me? Because if your faith of the water, you're gonna drown. But if your faith is on me, then you're gonna be able to walk on the water too, man.
Come. And he said, come. And when Peter was come down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Yahushua. But when he saw the wind boisterous, he was afraid. And beginning to sink, he cried, saying, Master, save me. God.
That's it, right?
Verse 31. And immediately Yahushua stretched forth his hand and caught him and said unto him, O thou of little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt? Like, why did you doubt, man? That's how much little faith you got. You started doubting yourself, man. You see me. You see what I've been doing, man. That one small inch of, you know what? I don't think I could do it. Hey, man, he started to fall in the water, And when they were coming to the ship, the wind ceased. Then they that were in the ship came and worshipped him, saying, of a truth, thou art the Son of the Most High, Yahweh, man.
Hey, one quick precept. Quick precept. Let's go to, I believe it's Sirach, right?
Apocrypha?
Yeah. I believe it's in Sirach. Hold on, let me find it right quick.
God. Pull it up too.
Go to Sirach 43 and 29, I believe.
Let me share that. Got you. Sirach 43 and 29.
No, go to James chapter 4 and 8, Salakia. And then we could go there.
Okay, Con. All right, this is the book of James, chapter 4, verse 8. Draw nigh unto God, and he will draw nigh to you.
So the closer you go to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the closer he gonna get to you, man. Like he said, he stretched forth his hand, and pulled them near, man. You feel what I'm saying? And saved them out of that trying time that he was about to go through, as in sinking within the waters. Right? Read on.
Con. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded.
Read on.
Be afflicted and mourn and weep. Let your laughter be turned to mourning and your joy to heaviness.
Why do we have to exchange our laughter to heaviness, right? To mourning, right? And our joy to heaviness. Because when we in the world, man, everything is good, bro. We living happily in the wickedness, man. But when we turn to this side, we gotta change that thing to mourning. Mourning, why? We have to mourn for the elect's sake, man. Right? We have to mourn because we have to hurt, right? Because if not, man, we could get comfortable just like everybody else, man. A gift destroyed the heart,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
So we need to understand the reason why this thing is why he's telling you to switch yourself after he said and purify your hearts, ye double-minded, right? Because we need to be afflicted, right? We need to mourn, we need to weep, right? We need to be unto heaviness, man. Because
Con.
if not, we're gonna get too damn complacent, right?
Gotta operate in that spirit of meekness, man. You know?
And you can't do that when you always good. Read on.
Right.
10.
Humble yourselves in the sight of Yahweh, and he shall lift you up.
And he's gonna do the rest, man. Humble yourself in the sight of Yahweh, man. He's gonna lift you up, man. That's why we fast with dust and ashes, man. That's why it's anguishing when we fast and we don't eat and don't drink. So we gotta go to Yahweh and he gonna come near unto us, man. Let's end it out with Ecclesiasticus. I'll never get tired of this scripture, right? We're gonna end it out with Ecclesiasticus, better known as the rock. You know what I mean? And verse, right? And verse
Slacky, I ended up dropping out the live on accident. But yeah, I'm back though. Okay. Sirach 49. Right,
43.
Con. I got 43. All right, let me reshare that screen. Salakia, YASHARAHLA. All right, we going back though. We going back. All right. All right. Ecclesiastes 43 and what verse?
25.
This is the book of Sirach, or known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 43 and 25. For therein be strange and wondrous works, variety of all kinds of beasts and whales created.
Read.
By him the end of them hath prosperous success,
Mm-hmm.
and by his word all things consist.
So when all these was created, when you go to Genesis, we were created, right? So when it says beast and whales, it's not only talking about the beast and the whales, man. It's talking about creation. It's talking about us, right? Have proper success, and by his word all things consist, right? Drop down to 29.
Verse 29. Yahweh is terrible and very great, and marvelous in his power.
Read on.
When ye glorify Yahweh, exalt him as much as you can, for even yet will he fair exceed.
Right, will he far exceed? Right, which
Far
means
exceed.
when we do what we need to do as much as we can, he's gonna give unto us double, triple, sevenfold, tenfold. He's gonna give us more than what we're putting in to get closer to him, man. Right? So just like when we read in the book of Matthew, chapter 14, right? When we're in the book of Matthew, chapter 14, Salakia, and verse 31, it said, starting at 30, but when he saw that the wind was boisterous, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried, saying, Lord, save me. So he was walking to Yahushua. He was moving in the spirit, going further to Yahushua, right? And then it says, verse 31, and immediately Yahushua stretched forth his hand, right? He didn't wait. He didn't hesitate. Let him go down a little bit further down. He didn't wait till he was to his hip underwater, immersed, right? Nah, he stretched forth immediately, right? And caught him, right? And stretched forth his hand and caught him and said unto him, O thou of little faith. So even if you do have a little faith, because it says if you have a faith, a grain of a mustard seed, right, which is a small seed that ends up being a big tree, right? If you have faith of a grain of mustard seed, the Lord, I'm not going to go more on that, but he said, oh, thou of little faith. The little faith that he did have, Yahushua stretched forth his hand to give him the rest of it.
That's right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so right here says, wherefore didst thou doubt, man? You ain't even have to doubt, bro. That little faith that you got is enough. Right? Read on that.
And when ye exalt him, put forth all your strength,
all your
and be
what?
not weary. All your strength,
so
and be not weary.
The hand in Matthew is the strength. So your hand is known as strength, right? And it says, and be not weary, man. Don't doubt. Don't venture off. Don't let your leaf wither, man. Right? Because the Most High got you. Read on.
For you can never go far enough.
You can never go far enough, man. As far as you go, striving to the most high, striving in knowledge, truth, understanding, keeping the laws, right? As far as you go, man, you could never go far enough, man. There's always more to do. There's always more to accomplish, man. You feel what I'm saying? Read 31 right quick. My bad.
We could probably have to top it off then. Who have seen him? Who hath seen him that he might tell us? And who can magnify him as he is?
He magnified himself. That's why he said, I'm a heart in Pharaoh's heart, man. So that way, that way I could be magnified. Loosely paraphrasing, right? Read.
That's right. And did that to Nebuchadnezzar as well, man.
As well.
All these kings, man. There are yet hid greater things. There are yet hid greater things than these be.
Why? Because he got another work coming soon that he's gonna save us, unlike any other salvation that ever been seen, man. This time he gonna show his face when he see us, when he save us, right? Which is Yahushua and all the angels, right? Read.
For we have seen but a few of his works.
That's little, man. Everything else, man, the Red Sea, the putting nations under our feet, man, under our hand, man, all that is light work compared to what is about to come. Greater things than these, right? There are yet hid greater things than these, right? Read.
Verse 33. For Yahweh hath made all things, and to the godly hath he given wisdom.
And with that, we're going to say, call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Barakathum.
Call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Barakathum. God, man. All praises, man. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to this thing, man. All praise to the Most High for giving that increase, man. We just trying to stay faithful and endure this thing, man. We all we got in this thing.
Salakia. Make sure y'all stay in the faith, man. Enduring to the end. Those who endure to the end shall be saved, man. Right? Shalawam.
Shalawam.